1225, Robert.
063.
Good name and two-digit ID number of the name of the deceased.
Okay, 10-4
Madlock, Madlock. First name is Camino, King, Ida, Mary, Ida, Nora, Ocean.
Okay, they have an approximate height and weight?
6 feet, 150.
2526 West Warren, Unit 1 at the Smythe residence. Key holder Kim Ortiz has a bad code at the residence there. It's coming from the front door.
Down the highway, lights flashing by. She's a thrills, watching stars blaze across the sky. In the blue zone, where the action's always on. With 9-35, we're rocking till the break of dawn. Got the fans in the front row, feeling the heat. In the blue zone, where the adrenaline sweet. Every chase is a rush, every reaction's a thrill. With 9-35, we're living for the thrill. The blue zone, where the sirens scream. In the blue zone, we're living the dream, watching the chases. Hearing the roar, with 9-35, we always want more. Catch the high speed ride, feel the chasing night. In the blue zone, walking through the night. From the dashboard to the screen, the action's live. We're breaking down the moments where the thrill dies. Every pursuit's a story, every turn a surprise. With 9-35 and the fans are going through. The hands in the front row, feeling the heat. In the blue zone, where the adrenaline's sweet. Every chase is a rush, every reaction's a thrill. With 9-35, we're living for the thrill. The blue zone, where the sirens scream. In the blue zone, we're living the dream, watching the chases. Hearing the roar, with 9-35, we always want more. Catch the high speed ride, feel the chasing night. In the blue zone, walking through the night. Turn up the volume, let the engines roar. Feel the rush, you know you want more. From the chase to the reaction, we've got it all. With 9-35, we're having a ball. Welcome to the blue zone, where the sirens scream. In the blue zone, we're living the dream, watching the chases. Hear the roar, with 9-35, we always want more. Catch the high speed ride, feel the chasing night. In the blue zone, walking through the night. Feel the thrill, hear the chase, it's the ultimate ride. When they got 35 and the crew are on the one side. From the chase to the reactions, we're here to stay. In the blue zone, rocking all the way. Welcome to the blue zone, where the sirens scream. In the blue zone, we're living the dream, watching the chases. Hearing the roar, with 9-35, we always want more. Catch the high speed ride, feel the chasing night. In the blue zone, walking through the night. Feel the thrill, hear the chase, it's the ultimate ride. We're waiting till the moment, feel the thrill, we're on the wild side. From the chase to the reaction, we're here to stay. In the blue zone, rocking all the way.
35 station. Show me 1041.
And we're on. T-Gun! Thank you, darling, for becoming a member. Well, you were already a member, right? You just renewed your membership. I think that's what it was. I remember seeing you as a member. Hey, Gamertron, how you doing, buddy? We got Todd in the house reporting for duty. Salute, Miss T-Gun. And guys, I appreciate you riding with me yesterday. We went all the way to the law enforcement store. I'm just getting my pink thong ready. Now we're color-coded, Miss T-Gun. Yep, we're a perfect match. Let's see. T-Gun just became a member. Hey, Outlaw Georgia. Now, guys, you might listen to me. You might want to become a member because you never know when we're going to have a members only chat. Those are going to come frequently. It's my way of saying thank you to my members. I mean, I've got it. There's a lot of other perks that go along with being a member, but that's just one of them. I got to say, hey, guys, thank you for being a member. Here's something exclusively for my members, and that's members only chat. So, and then when we start bounty hunting, there's going to be member only live streams with bounty hunting. So there's a lot of perks to becoming a member to Night Cops channel. So I'm just saying, hey, Red Bear, how you doing, darling? She's over on Kick. I'm just getting my okay, I already read it. And that wasn't even, I just butted into that conversation, Miss T-Gun. You were talking to Todd, not me. Let's see. Reporting for duty. Hey, folks. And guys, listen, you do not, I'm telling you, you do not want to miss November 23rd and beyond when we start bounty hunting, which I don't think very many of you will miss it because it's going to be exciting. Back in the line of duty without being a cop, basically. I don't have to do an incident report. I don't have to follow any type of SOP. See, when somebody jumps bail, we can get them back into custody and back to jail by any means necessary. Period. A bounty hunter has more authority than a police officer. I mean, if I see the guy go into that house right there, I can go over and kick the door in and go in there and get him. Of course, that wouldn't be a good idea. You always want to knock on the door first, but I mean, you could. I'm just saying that by any means necessary, we can take them back into custody. They belong to the bondsman. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. Yesterday, I got my Batman belt stuff. Now, see, I had all that stuff. I had all my nylon and everything because I used to do off-duty. When I was off-duty with the police department, I would go and work with the Oconee Drug Task Force, which was no-knock warrants and all that. So I got my BDUs and my T-shirts, and I got a whole nylon setup, one at a time. I mean, each item was bought separately. And then my son, Sean, decided to take my nylon out of my crate. It was stored in this closet over here. So my son, Sean, comes in. I don't know when he did it. From 2021 to 2022, somewhere in there. I just found all this out yesterday, actually. Or the day before yesterday, before we went and got the nylon. Because I had all that stuff. I was just going to use my old nylon stuff from law enforcement. And my son, Sean, because he went out with Kyle a couple of times bounty hunting, somehow got my nylon, all my nylon stuff, and then he got arrested while he had it on, and I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea. So I had to go replace everything. I'm back. Hey, y'all. Let's see. Hojo is back. Are you on commit tube? What is that? A commit tube? Oh, you're talking about YouTube. I'm sure you're talking about YouTube. Anyway, guys, tonight we're going to be doing some home invasion stuff. That kind of shit is not only scary and petrifying for the homeowners, but it happens all the time. It really does. So you make sure your doors are locked. Just because you're at home, somebody could just walk right into your house. And putting a chain on your front door and that's it, it don't mean nothing. They'll just kick that off. They'll kick the door and the chain will break and they'll be in your house. It's your responsibility to keep you and your family safe. And you could also get some pepper spray. Pepper spray helps. Of course, if they do that in your house, I would suggest you don't have pepper spray, that you have a gun. A handgun or an AR-15 or something. Yeah. Yeah, and they're very, very dangerous. And we've just let in millions of illegals, ladies and gentlemen, millions. They're going to tell you it's like 10 or 11 million. No, it's about 15 to 18 million. Yeah, definitely have a weapon. You have a constitutional right in the United States to have a firearm. And you don't, even if your state requires a permit, you don't need a permit in your home. And requiring a permit is infringing on your Second Amendment right. Most people don't understand that, but it is. Just because your state, your little liberal Senate and Congress has said, oh, no, we need a permit. It's all about the money. Because a permit usually costs about $97 for 3 years or more. It's all about the revenue. They cannot, the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Making you get a permit is infringing on that right. So, but you don't need anything to have a gun in your home or your car. Purchase permit. Now I don't have to visit my sheriff. Yeah, I don't either. Well, I never did. I have a certification, so I just show the certification whenever I buy a weapon. And usually I get a law enforcement discount on the weapon. I don't ask for one, but once I show my certification number, they usually give me one. If I stabbed someone who broke into my house here in the UK, I would be arrested and the intruder would get away with it. Gamertron, I don't doubt it. Wait till Trump comes back and the military takes control. And yeah, because whatever happens in the United States seems to spread around the world. So yeah, it'll get better. I watched Dad's Gone Live. I like him. Dad's Gone Live. Isn't he cool? At Eagle Pass, and there we're just walking over unchallenged yep. Absolutely, T-Gun. I like Dad's Gone Live. Hey, Gray Wolf. Finally, somebody comes in here speaking the truth again. And with that, and with what's happening in the country recently, I could be arrested for putting that in this chat. No shit. Damn, they're monitoring you right now, man. Does anybody here know of anybody that's ever been home invaded? I've worked a few home invasions. They're not pretty. I mean, the aftermath of a home invasion. Sometimes you get there and nobody has lost their life. And you're like, thank God. And then there's other times there's only one person alive in the house, and there's a family of 6 in there, and only one that was left alive. So, yeah, you just never know. I just wish people would start taking the stance. You have the right to own a firearm. Have one in your home. Don't be a victim. Yes, the other night, I'm not talking about Amber, Todd. She just walked into your house. That's not really a home invasion. Let's see, GTSY Patriot. What is that GTSY, Miss Gray Wolf? Now, shoot, Miss Gray, I'll answer Eternal before. If somebody breaks into my house, they better. Oh, here we go. Billy Badass Trooper. Yeah. No, you won't. You'll run right behind Mama and say, get him, Mama. Get him. Don't let him hurt you, Mama. You remember, you promised to make me some pancakes in the morning. Don't let him hurt you. Yeah, I know how that's going to go, Trooper. Hi, y'all. Hey, 1961 Lee. Oh, I'll just start calling you Lee. I just saw the Lee at the end of 1961. And we got 2 week millionaire. You couldn't hold on to it, could you? It lasted for 2 weeks, and that was it. I know that. Candy liquor's expensive, isn't it, 2 weeks millionaire? I'm in the UK, too. My own neighbors were beaten and had their car stolen by Eastern Europeans only a few weeks ago. Oh, I'm sure they were. My parents almost got robbed when I was a baby. How do you know? You were a baby. You don't remember. 2 guys showed up in the middle of the night and cut the phone line. Then they hit the, yeah, see, that would be fine. Cut the phone line so that bastard can't call for help when I unload a clip in his ass. Yeah, they left after that. Because my mom told me about it years ago. Oh, okay. I'd grab a knife out of the kitchen. Here we go. Okay, trooper. Whatever, hey, this is your story. Just go ahead and stick to it. Whatever you think you might do. But you know, honestly, saying that, you can say what you're going to do. You can plan what you're going to do. But trust me, I'm talking from 17 years of law enforcement experience where every call was unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to do until you're in the middle of the shit. And that's a fact. You can talk tough. You can, oh man, I'll blow that son of a bit. You don't know what you're going to do until it happens. We would like to think that's what we would do. But I know from experience that shit can hit the fan quick, fast, and in a hurry, and you don't know what you're going to do. Now, I'm time tested. I know what I'll do. I've been there, done that. But most people have never experienced something traumatic happen to them in the split of a second. And you don't know what you're going to do until you're in that split second. So always be thinking about it, though. Think about it. Have a game plan, because that will help your brain think while your adrenaline's trying to take over. And that's what happens. That's what screws most people up. You hear people about they froze because their adrenaline made them freeze. Get a plan. Think about it. Go through it in your head thousands of times what you're going to do. Because that's the one thing that would save you when your adrenaline's trying to take over. Just saying. I've been seriously attacked twice in the streets and through training in martial arts. Both times I froze. Damn. Are you okay? Yeah, most people won't think they'd freeze. I've seen officers freeze. No shit. In the middle of a gunfight. A shootout's going on and he's sitting there like... And then I got a female, hiding underneath the ambulance and shit with her gun in her holster. So, a lot of good that did. That's great advice. I'm grabbing the meat cleaver. Thank you, Miss T-Gun. You would probably be nicked if you hit them and they get put on benefits. No, they're not. No. See, it's hard to put a dead man on some benefits. I'm going to unload my clip. Period. I'm not even going to play with this piece of shit. I didn't tell him to break into my house. A meat cleaver is not going to help against an assault rifle, troop. Never bring a meat cleaver to a gunfight. You would probably be... Okay, I already got that. Okay, you guys ready? I'm ready. Because this is going to be some exciting stuff, but it's... While we're going through these, here's what I'd like everybody to do. Because this first one we're going to watch, this is how I got the idea of this stream tonight. The very first video that I'm going to bring up, I watched about 8 minutes of that video. I usually don't watch the videos. We watch them together, right? But I hadn't planned on showing this video on stream. I'm just on my iPhone going through videos like, oh, that looks pretty good. And I hit it. And it came up, and I'm like, oh, wow. And about 5-6 minutes into it, I'm thinking, this would be good for a stream. Home invasions? Yeah. This would be really a good stream, I think. So then I stopped watching it after about 7 to 8 minutes, and I knew it was in my history, so today I went in there and got it, and so that's how it came about. But I'm telling you guys, when you're watching these, put yourself in the homeowner's body or position or be there with them, right? Pretend it's you. And you'll feel your adrenaline pumping. You'll feel the fear, literally. So just Put yourself in their place. Pretend it's you. I want to show these so you guys will be safer at home. Lock your doors. Don't be on your freaking phone, ladies and gentlemen, texting. When you get out of your car, walk into your front door, I've seen so many times people leave a grocery store and they're like, they're looking, what are you doing? You don't see the danger. You don't see these two guys in the white van sitting in there watching you. You're fixing to get abducted, raped, and killed because you're too busy on a damn phone. When you pull up in your driveway, you be observant. You look around. Look at the bushes, because that's where they're going to hide. Look behind the tree as you're driving up to your residence. We're talking about seconds. Just scan. You pull into your driveway, you're looking, everything looks normal, okay. But don't be distracted from the moment you get out of your car till you get in your house. Once you get in your house and the door's locked behind you, then you can text. Then you can play on your phone. I've seen it so many times. And every home invasion I've worked, and it's probably been, I don't know, I didn't keep up with them. I'm going to say 8 or 9, maybe 11. There was never, ever any forced entry. They just walked in every time because the homeowner didn't lock his door, didn't lock her back door, didn't lock the door out there on the deck. I have never been at a home invasion scene where there was forced entry. Not once. And it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just giving you my experience. My eyewitness testimony of what I saw, what I wrote an incident report on. Never forced entry. And that every one of those could have been avoided if they had just locked their door. And guys, please do not open doors for these delivery guys. And if this little girl comes up to your door that's 18, 19, 20 years old, don't just automatically open the door. She's bait. That happened twice out of the 8 to 11 home invasions. A girl knocks on the door like she needs help. The homeowner opens the door and 4 guys rush in with guns. That twice. Don't fall for this shit. Look out your peephole. Look around. If you've got cameras outside, look at your cameras before you open the door. It didn't like back when I was growing up. Somebody ring the doorbell. Hell, we got excited. Oh, hell, bring out the cake. We got company. Holy shit. Bring out. Hey, Mom, are you going to get the good china? We got company. Now the doorbell rings and you're like, Who is that? Are you expecting anybody? Shh. Times have changed. Seriously. You guys ready? Let's kick ass.
In a disturbing crime captured on camera, an elderly couple in Virginia faced a terrifying ordeal when armed intruders invaded their home, demanding compliance under threat of violence.
Y'all get in the closet right now. If you get in the closet, I'm not in the closet right now. You get in the closet. Hurry up, get up. Get up, get up.
Inside their own home, the suspects, armed and menacing, ordered the older woman to remain silent as they held a firearm against her. With both suspects wielding firearms, they forced the elderly man, who was using a walker, to retreat into a linen closet quickly.
Got anything to hold? Now look, I turned down a job on.
Boy, they're real tough, aren't they? Going in there assaulting an elderly senior citizen couple. But I would like to be sitting there on the couch. I mean, look what he's watching. I mean, that could be Gunsmoke with Festus and Doc and shit. You don't know. I think it's Gunsmoke. The black and white version.
Ran for Bob Ryan after I seen her yesterday. Maybe you better go see Ryan. He might
See, I think the death penalty is great for them, and not in the court of law or at the gallows. Like right now, the death penalty, right now.
Inside the home, the invaders ransacked the rooms, seizing belongings and cell phones, while one suspect was captured on camera carrying a safe. In a chilling moment captured on camera, a couple's routine return home turned...
Now watch this. This is what I was talking about just a minute ago. Don't be distracted. See, this guy was hidden right down there by their porch. They opened the door and he comes a running. Watch.
A couple's routine return home turned into a heart-stopping encounter.
Don't even know he's there now. They have no idea he's there. Watch. Here he comes. Oh, no, he came from the street. Okay.
As the couple reached their front door, unaware of the lurking danger, a masked man suddenly appeared, seemingly armed with a firearm. Reacting swiftly, the woman spotted the intruder and instinctively shut the door to prevent his entry, her fear evident in her rapid movements.
You coward piece of shit. And I'm just gonna say it, this is just me being anal. Did you see the porch light on the left-hand side? Okay, those light bulbs are for lamps or in the house in a room that's got, you know, a light cover. They're not for outdoors without a cup. That's so hillbilly redneck shit right there to me. I'm just saying. That would drive me crazy. I could handle more not having a bulb there than having the spiral. That drives me crazy. I couldn't take it. Get rid of that shit. I mean, there's got to be a Lowe's around there somewhere.
Undeterred, the masked assailant forcefully pulled at the door, trying desperately to gain access. Despite his efforts, the door held firm, frustrating the intruder's attempts to breach it. In a tranquil neighborhood, an ordinary evening became a nightmare for one.
Now, I just want to point out what pieces of shit, which we already knew they're pieces of shit, but there's children in this room. There's a little boy and there's a little girl just hugging against mama for safety. These menaces to society don't give a shit. Watch them.
Family. 3 masked intruders, armed and resolute, targeted a suburban home, leaving the residents vulnerable and shaken. With faces concealed and weapons in hand, the intruders commanded the terrified family to cooperate. Inside, chaos unfolded as one intruder ransacked the house, searching for valuables and money, while another stood guard over the frightened family.
Why, what's going on with Kick? Mind of Z? What's going on with Kick? No, I don't usually look at Kick, but everything that's... These folks need a double barrel. Absolutely, Red Bear. Yeah, Mind of Z, if you say something on Kick, it pops up into my chat. I see it. I don't have to look at Kick for that to happen. It just ought to... YouTube and Kick both pop up.
The family, fearing for their lives, complied with the demands, hoping for a swift end to the terrifying ordeal. After what seemed like an eternity, the intruders departed, leaving the family physically unharmed but emotionally scarred, carrying stolen items with them.
But just imagine if you get home invaded, because most of the time it's going to be your fault. You didn't lock your door. You didn't pay attention to your surroundings when you were walking from your car to the front door or from the front door to your car. You got to be observant of your surroundings. How in the hell, here's always been my question. How are you ever going to feel safe in your own home again? Even if you move, don't matter where you can move to another state, a brand new start somewhere. You're never, ever going to feel truly safe in your own home ever again. But I guarantee what will happen, your doors will always be locked when you're home and when you're not home. You'll be more observant coming to your front door. I just don't want something bad to happen before you're observant. Do it before it happens to prevent it from happening.
Serene California neighborhood, a seemingly innocent encounter turned frightening for one unsuspecting homeowner.
Now, remember, a lot of people think, oh, this only happens at night. Do you know more abductions happen during the day in broad daylight in a busy parking lot than it does in the middle of the night? No shit. More homes are broken into during the day than they are at night. This is in the middle of the day. I can tell because the sky's blue. And I'm pretty damn smart if I can figure that out. I'm a genie ass.
At approximately 1:47 p.m., a man holding a box of candy disguised as a candy vendor knocked on the door of a home.
Now, I don't know why he said he's disguised as a candy vendor, because this guy is a candy vendor. I think the guy misspoke in the video. The Asian guy you're looking at is a candy vendor, okay? He didn't know what was going to happen either. Or at least you guys take a look and tell me what you guys think. I saw it and thought, why did he say suspected candy vendor? No, he is a candy vendor. No, he's selling candy door to door. See, the Asian guy looked as scared as the homeowners. You know, he backed away.
Moments after the door opened, a group of masked individuals, armed and intent on robbery, stormed past the homeowner and infiltrated the residence. In Houston's quiet Northside enclave,
What do you guys think? Do you think the Asian guy was involved? He was the bait? I just don't think so. From the Asian guy's body language, it looked like to me he was startled and scared. And he got out of the way and left immediately. I could be wrong. I mean, I really could be wrong. He could have been part of it. I'm looking at his body language because I can't really see his mouth and all that because he's got a mask on that, you know, the ones that protect all the viruses and shit. But his body language said he was petrified.
Peaceful night was shattered by a terrifying home invasion. 3 unsuspecting residents found themselves at the mercy of armed intruders.
Look at these freaking hood rats. And that's about 98% of all home invasions. No shit. I think it's 98.6% of all home invasions.
Under cover of darkness,
Are done
3
by-
masked
yeah,
men were
that
captured
figures.
on surveillance cameras attempting to break into a home. One of them violently kicked the door until it was opened. With firearms in hand, the intruders barged into the house.
Yeah, Anthony, I think he was there at the wrong time, wrong place.
After a few tense moments, the suspects hastily fled the scene, escaping with their stolen goods in a waiting getaway car. A routine evening became a nightmare.
And there goes all the stuff that you work so hard for. Going to work every day, watching the clock slow down to a crawl after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, driving all the way back home so you can have nice things and pay your bills, of course. And they just went right down the street.
For one unsuspecting family in a quiet neighborhood in Bakersfield, California.
Okay, now, this one here is the last one I saw. So how long is that? Oh, it was only 4 minutes. I thought it was longer than that. This is the last one I saw. So after this one, I haven't seen any after that.
Attempting to break into a home, one of them violently kicked the door until it was opened. With
I watched
firearms in
this
hand,
one.
the intruders barged into the house.
And right... No, not here. I saw that.
After a few tense
Right here. This is exactly the spot I stopped it at and said, I think this would be a good stream for home invasion. So, whatever happens after this, I have no idea.
moments, the suspects hastily fled the scene, escaping
Yeah, I
with their
saw it.
stolen goods in a waiting getaway car. A routine evening became a nightmare for one unsuspecting family in a quiet neighborhood in Bakersfield, California.
Is that the daughter? Oh, okay. Wait. This is exactly what I was talking about. She's the bait. You see, look at this little girl. I'm sorry, I call anybody under the age of 21 a little girl. I don't know, it's just how my mind works. I know she's not a little girl, but to me she is.
After a few tense moments, the suspects hastily fled the scene, escaping with their stolen goods in a waiting getaway.
I want you to look at this little girl. She looks so innocent, right? I would answer the door if she came. I'm thinking, oh, she might need help. Do it, but be very cautious. In the back of your mind, realize this could be a bait. This could be a setup. You don't have to open your door all the way open. She's not that big. It's not Trooper standing at your doorway. It's this little girl. You just always want to have enough room between your door and your hinges to slam the door shut before they can make it inside.
Car. A routine evening became a nightmare for one unsuspecting family in a quiet neighborhood in Bakersfield, California.
See how innocent she looks? Look at that innocent face. But she's the bait. The guys are hidden around the corner.
Do you guys have any...
Yeah, and Eternal on YouTube said, hey, I wouldn't answer it. I'd just call 911 and monitor the situation from my camera. That's probably a smart move. I mean, it's sad that we've gotten to this point in our society that we can't open our door to a little girl that might need our help. Now, trust me, guys, if it's a child, come on, open the door. Just be cautious that it could be a setup.
On August 4th,
Yeah, she
a
looks
woman
harmless.
knocked on their door, seemingly asking...
I would open the door. That's what's sad. Even knowing what I know, if I saw a little girl at my door like that, I'm going to answer. But I'm going to be vigilant and I'm going to be observant. Observant. I still didn't say it right. Observe. I can't speak English. Don't even start making me speak English. I speak Red Billy. Observant is what I was trying to say. The V was not coming on my tongue. Observant is what I was trying desperately. But the hillbilly kicked in and would not allow me to say it. It happens.
For directions or assistance. Moments later, as the homeowner opened the door to respond, chaos ensued. Without warning,
Yeah, and Trooper, I'm sure she'll appreciate that as she's putting a bullet in your brain.
two masked men, armed with firearms and faces obscured, violently kicked the door open and barged into the home.
Hey,
Around 9:22 a.m., a
What
white
happened?
SUV bore open and
that was it? They're not going to tell us what happened?
barged into the home. Around 9:22 a.m., a white SUV pulled into their driveway. Two individuals, their faces concealed, exited the vehicle while a third stayed behind the wheel.
Yeah, that figures.
Within minutes, the suspects were seen on surveillance cameras attempting to force their way into the house, smashing glass to gain entry. Meanwhile, the family's 18-year-old daughter hid in the main bedroom, fearing for her safety as she saw shadows outside her door.
Yep, that figures.
The thieves stole jewelry and electronics in just 6 minutes before fleeing the scene in their getaway vehicle. In a harrowing incident captured on surveillance camera, a man posing as a delivery person initiates a terrifying...
I'm telling you, I haven't seen any of this, but you remember I told you about the delivery guy. I have not seen this part of the video. Don't. Ladies and gentlemen, nowadays, the UPS dude, the FedEx dude, they don't exert themselves anymore and push a doorbell or knock on the door and wait for you to come get the package. They just toss it on from the steps up to your front door. So if a delivery guy's knocking on your door, that should set up a red flag. They don't do that anymore. This is not the 90s. Don't open your door for a delivery guy. Talk through your door. Yeah, just leave it on the step, slick dick.
Home invasion.
Absolutely. And 2 Week Millionaire said something on Kick very smart. Remember, you can track your packages online now, especially if it's from Amazon. Well, I can track everything that I order.
Under the guise of a delivery guy, the man approaches a house.
And Mind of Z said, unless it's something you have to sign. I can't remember the last time a delivery guy knocked on my door because I had to sign for something. Seriously, it just doesn't happen anymore. Unless it's a certified letter from the courts and you know you're going to be going to court or something, there's really nothing you need to. Well, I take that back. Wait. Hold on. When I ordered this G3, this is a Caliburn from UWell, this Caliburn G3. I ordered the pods with it, these little pods. And I never could understand why the device on the outside says this product contains nicotine. No, it doesn't. It's a piece of metal with a battery in it. There's no nicotine in this thing. And then this empty pod, it said the same thing. This product contains nicotine. No, it doesn't. Not until I poured e-juice in here. It's an empty pod. It's just a piece of plastic with a coil in there, right? So that's stupid in itself. I didn't have to sign for this. But when these got delivered, they knocked on my door and they made me show my driver's license to show that I'm 21, which was a compliment to me. I mean, I didn't mind. That's fine. You're right. It's really from my dad. I'm not even old enough to buy cigarettes, actually. That's what I told her. But I had to sign for these pods. I know that sounds stupid, but I swear to God it's the truth. I couldn't believe it. And then you open up, oh, this product contains nicotine. No, the fuck it doesn't. It's a plastic thing with a coil in it. Where's the nicotine? Where's the nicotine? Not until I put e-juice in here does it have any nicotine. Fucktards. Sorry about the F-bomb. That just shows you how stupid the liberal government is. Contains nicotine. No, it doesn't.
In the dead of night, unsuspecting, the homeowner opens the door.
Yeah, she did. She started laughing, which led me to believe she wasn't buying my bullshit.
To be a legitimate delivery. Without warning,
Bridge.
The imposter forcefully pushes the door open, barging his way inside.
Did you see that? Watch what he's doing. He's acting like he's going to take a picture. And then here comes his buddy. Here comes his other buddy.
To the homeowner's horror, 3 additional masked men suddenly emerge from the darkness, storming into the house. Inside, chaos ensues as screams and shouts echo through the night. In a startling home invasion caught on surveillance camera, 3 masked men armed with firearms entered a house, their intentions clear and their actions swift.
Now this, to me, I don't know the whole story yet, but this does not look like a home invasion. This looks like a burglary. A home invasion is defined as you're at home and somebody invades your home. They come rushing into your house and takes everybody hostage. They kidnap you in your own home. When your home's empty, it's no longer a home invasion, it's a burglary.
The video shows 3 men, their faces hidden, as they force their way into the home. Once inside, the intruders waste no time. They immediately begin searching for money and valuable items, ransacking every room.
Hey, I'm calling the police right now. I'm calling the police right now. The police is coming right now. The police is coming right now. Bye, guys. Gotcha.
However,
now see, the homeowner was at work and saw this on his app, on his phone, I'm sure, because he's talking through the mic. So this wasn't a home invasion, this was a burglary.
But their crime spree is cut short when one of the men notices the surveillance camera recording their every move. He quickly alerts his accomplices, informing them of the camera's presence. Realizing they are being recorded, the intruders hastily abandon their search and leave the house. In a dramatic turn of events, a house invasion in Keilor went wrong for two would-be thieves, thanks to the brave actions of a determined homeowner.
Batter up! Oh, yes, you would, Eternal. Guys, do not listen to what Eternal just said. He said, I wouldn't tell them the cops are coming. You do not want them destroying the inside of your home while the cops are en route. Because this day and time, you don't know what the response time is. Yeah, the cops could be en route, but you don't say anything. They might have all the stuff and be gone in 5 to 6 minutes before the cops ever arrive. And then you've lost your stuff. So yeah, I would definitely, ladies and gentlemen, scream out, the cops are on the way. Get them the hell out of your house as quickly as possible before they go on a vandalism dance across your house with a hammer busting holes in your walls and shit. I've seen that too.
The surveillance camera captures the moment two robbers, caught in the act, are seen fleeing from the house. Hot on their heels is the homeowner, wielding a sledgehammer and swinging it fiercely at the intruders.
Hit that mother. Good. That's the way you
The
fight
suspects
back.
managed to reach their car.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if they were exercising their Second Amendment right, they wouldn't have had to exert themselves. They could have just shot through the windshield.
Hoping to escape quickly, but the relentless homeowner catches up, swinging the sledgehammer and causing significant damage to the vehicle. Unable to drive away, the terrified intruders are forced out of the car, realizing they cannot escape. In a disturbing home invasion in Aransor Pass, 5 masked suspects forced their way into a residence, tying up the residents and searching for a large sum of money.
After their car, which was brand new, they threw them into the back of the house and took
The incident
their credit
occurred
cards
just
and
after
jewelry as
midnight
well
when
as car
5
keys.
individuals,
But Miss T-Gun, did they get out safely? Your friends or your neighbors? And if it happened to your neighbors, Miss T-Gun, it could happen at your house. Just be vigilant, be observant. That's 99% of it right there. The other 1% is have a gun in your house.
Faces concealed, broke into a home in the 1600 block of Oak Landing. Once inside, the intruders tied up the residents, ensuring they couldn't interfere with their plans.
But see, what I do is I put myself in the homeowner's spot. Could you imagine? But could you imagine sitting in a chair getting tied up, not knowing if your wife or girlfriend's about to get raped while you're tied into a chair, or they're going to tie you up and cut your throat or shoot you in the face, your whole family? You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know what their intentions are. The fear alone of that, you'd never feel safe again in your home. Damn. So be observant. Don't just get out of your car and just walk and text. Please wait till you get in the safety of your own home with the front door locked, and then you can text your ass off. Bruises, but the shock had left them unable to feel. Oh, absolutely. Miss T-Gun on YouTube said yes. She's talking about her neighbors that got home invaded. They are elderly and only suffered bruises. That's pretty bad right there. But the shock has left them unable to feel safe again. Every house along my street now shares phone numbers and has Ring door cameras as a result. That is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, even if you don't have ADT security or a security system, go buy you a sign that says you do and put it in your front yard up by your door.
The suspects then searched a room for a large sum of money. Upon finding the money, the intruders quickly gathered their loot. With the money in their possession, the suspects left the scene as swiftly as they had arrived. Picture this. It's a peaceful day in the neighborhood, but unbeknownst to you, thieves are lurking, eyeing up your precious mail. Luckily for one homeowner, she had her trusty Ring Spotlight cam installed, giving her eyes and ears where they were needed most. With just a glance at her phone, she saw the would-be thieves brazenly snooping around her mailbox.
No, buddy, those are not porch pirates. They're trying to gain entry to her home. Do you see any packages out there in the middle of the night? You should be a detective trooper. Nothing gets by you.
Hello? 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 I'm calling the police.
Startled by the unexpected voice, the intruders quickly scatter, realizing the homeowner's vigilance has foiled their plan. In a startling turn of events, a home invasion was caught on surveillance camera, showing the quick actions of a homeowner who thwarted the plans of...
Yeah, but Miss Bridge, they can't. Miss Bridge on YouTube said, I have heard if you put signs out, which like the ADT sign, some can look at that as advertising, and then they know how to snip your wires to it. Just a thought. They can't snip my wires because everything I've got is wireless. It's all through my Wi-Fi. It's all wireless stuff. So unless they're going to climb the big-ass pole out there somewhere and cut the Wi-Fi coming into the neighborhood, I don't know how they're going to do that.
Armed burglars.
Oh, yeah, well, hackers do, yeah. I mean, how are you going to defend against that? You're right. I mean, I know how to defend against hackers when they cut my ADT shit. Go ahead, gentlemen. Come on in. That's what I'm going to be whispering. Yeah, come on in. Entrance is just one kick away. Get right with God before you kick my door open, though, please, because you're going to be seeing him pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The footage begins with the residence's automatic gate opening, allowing a white car to enter the garage. However, instead of the homeowner, 5 men, their faces concealed and armed with firearms.
But how did they get the... Wait, how did they get the... Let me go back a bit. I want to know how they got... How in the hell did they get the garage door open without the remote? Damn it.
In a startling turn of events, a home invasion was caught on surveillance camera, showing the quick actions of a homeowner who thwarted the plans of armed snooping around her mailbox.
Hello? I'm calling the police.
Startled by the unexpected voice, the intruders quickly scatter, realizing the homeowner's vigilance has foiled their plan. In a startling turn of events, a home invasion was caught on surveillance camera, showing the quick actions of a homeowner who thwarted the plans of armed burglars.
This is the importance of having a gun.
The footage begins with the residence's automatic gate opening, allowing a white car to enter the garage. However, instead of...
See, that just baffles me how he got the
homeowner, 5 men...
I don't see a computer where they hacked into his garage and opened the door. That's crazy.
Their faces concealed and armed with firearms, exit the vehicle.
That, you know what, Cromwell, I never thought about that, but you are correct. If they're going to go through the hacking stuff, they're going to hit a business where the money is, not go get some Walmart jewelry from a house.
As the men head towards the second floor, the alert and prepared homeowner takes decisive action.
Yeah.
Gunshots ring out as the homeowner fires at the intruders, leading to an exchange of gunfire. The burglars, caught off guard, quickly retreat.
Look at them scatter like roaches. Good rats.
Scrambling to escape the home. In a shocking incident that took place in Chicago's Irving Park neighborhood, a group of armed home invaders attempted to force their way into a man's residence.
Yep. Now, Miss Bridge on YouTube said she's going to be saying, say hello to my little friend. You want to play? You want to play rough? Okay, I play.
The video shows three men,
Anthony.
some armed with firearms, walking through the back gate of a home in the 3300 block of West Warner. The men climb the stairs to the back door and begin trying to enter.
Does this surprise anybody? Not me. Look at little Chickmunk back there with the yellow crowbar. What? He's scared to death. What? Hold on. You got to see it. Watch little Chickmunk back there holding the yellow little lollipop.
The men climb
watch his eyes.
Stairs to the back door and begin trying to enter.
Oh, shit.
However, displaying remarkable bravery, the victim held the door shut, denying the men entry. Realizing they could not break in, the would-be
Look, Chickmunk's first one out. He's gone. He ain't even waiting on his buddies. Fuck you guys. I'm gone. You guys, you found your way in here. You can find your way out. He ain't even looking back.
Intruders eventually fled. In Rudaport, Gauteng, a peaceful neighborhood turned sinister on a seemingly ordinary evening when a car arrived at a residential property.
Now, you see what's happening here? The homeowner is not paying attention. You got two armed men, and the homeowner's in the car backing into their driveway. Was rear view mirrors optional on this vehicle? You don't see them? If you were being observant, you would see them.
With a sense of urgency, the suspects quickly take action, forcefully opening the gate to gain access.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not the homeowner. I'm sorry. I thought that was the homeowner going in, but that's the criminals. I stand corrected.
Access to the driveway. With the gate open, the suspects waste no time, proceeding to the house's main door and entering without hesitation.
Exactly, Cromwell.
Minutes later, the suspects emerge from the house, carrying stolen items, and quickly retreat to their awaiting vehicle. Witness a terrifying incident captured on video. During a home invasion, a teenager is chased by armed criminals. Let's delve into the details of this alarming encounter. The security video captures the moment a teen opened the front door, only to be confronted by armed crooks. Realizing the imminent danger, the teen quickly turned and ran, attempting to escape the intruders. While the teen managed to escape temporarily, the intruders returned to the door, opening it to let their accomplices inside. With the door now fully open, the robbing operation began in earnest. The intruders, now inside the home, wasted no time. They ransacked the house, searching for valuables and taking anything of worth they could find. Their actions were swift and methodical. A bizarre and unsettling incident was captured on security footage. A man was caught on camera, crawling through a house he was robbing to avoid detection. Let's take a closer look at this unusual burglary.
That figures.
The security video shows the suspect, dressed in dark clothing, carefully and methodically crawling across the floor. His goal is to move silently and avoid waking any occupants or alerting them to...
Damn, where's a mousetrap when you need one?
his presence.
I'm just thinking. Hey, Ronan. How you doing, buddy?
As he crawls from room to room, the man searches for valuables. His stealthy approach is evident as he meticulously checks drawers and shelves, hoping to find something worth stealing. Despite his careful movements, the suspect gathers several items, placing them quietly into a bag. His intent is clear: get in, get what he wants, and get out without making a sound. A raw and disturbing incident captured by home security cameras, a deadly home invasion in series, is brought to light as the family releases the footage to raise awareness and seek justice.
They're dead asleep. They're dead asleep. I swear to God.
The video begins with the intruders using a member of the family as a hostage to gain entry into the home. The fear and desperation are palpable as the armed suspects force their way inside. With the family member held at gunpoint, the intruders methodically make their way through the house, their intentions clear and deadly.
I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening.
What's your name?
I'm opening.
What's your name?
In the close-knit community of Modesto, a family is grappling with unimaginable loss. A young father was senselessly killed, leaving a void that can never be filled. Seeking justice, the family has released security footage, hoping it will lead to the perpetrator's arrest.
See, the guy was complying and they killed him anyway. So the man you saw walking with him, that was the father, they killed him.
In Warren County's quiet community, an ordinary evening took a dangerous turn when 4 men attempted a bold home invasion. Surveillance video from the Warren County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, this looks like the hood to me. I mean, why are they breaking in there? There ain't nothing to steal. What are you going to do? Steal the window unit? I mean, I just don't see a lot of expensive jewelry being found at this location. Just by the look at what we can see. Why waste your time, man?
Shows the 4 men forcibly breaking through the front door of the home. With calculated movements, they quickly enter, intent on their criminal mission.
Well, you're going to get $10 for that TV, if that, at a pawn shop. No, you wouldn't even get $10 for that stupid TV. I don't get it. The most expensive thing that I see is that screen door right there that they're breaking into. Well, there is some shoes.
The homeowner, alerted by the noise, quickly realized the imminent danger. Armed and ready to protect their property, the homeowner took decisive action. As the intruders advanced further into the house, the homeowner fired shots at them. The unexpected resistance.
See what having a weapon, a gun, can do? It ends the threat immediately. Watch these cowards, because they're cowards. Watch how they scatter. And they've got guns.
As the intruders advanced further into the house, the homeowner...
Watch the cockroaches.
Owner fired shots at them. The unexpected resistance forced the intruders to flee.
And here's what you got to realize. Look, the guy in the pink hoodie, who's all the way in the hallway, beats the guy in the blue hoodie that's right near the door, out the door. No shit, what? See the red hoodie on the left? And there's a little blue or black hoodie right there by the door. This guy beats that guy out the door when the shots are fired. Watch.
As the intruders advanced further into the
house. Right here. See that guy? The red hoodie's gonna beat that guy to the door.
The homeowner fired shots at them. The unexpected resistance forced the intruders to flee, thwarting their criminal...
Like, screw him. You're on your own, buddy.
...plans.
All I gotta do is outrun you.
A chilling story of a home invasion that occurred on Tuesday, July 31st, 2018, in Houston, Texas. At around 9:55 p.m., a woman was approaching the front door of her residence in the 7,000 block of Leaders Crossing. What began as a routine evening swiftly turned into a nightmare. The complainant stated that an unknown black male suddenly approached her from behind.
No.
Without warning, he pointed a gun to her head, initiating a terrifying ordeal.
Of course it is. Oh yeah, Cromwell, I'm sure they will. The suspect forced the woman
into her own home. Once inside, he zip-tied her hands and struck her in the forehead while pressing the barrel of his gun to her head. With the woman restrained and vulnerable, the suspect began to strangle her, demanding money and threatening to shoot her if she didn't comply. In Pompano Beach's tranquil community, an ordinary evening took a terrifying turn when two armed men stormed in.
See what I'm talking about? This is the kind of shit that I'm trying to instill into everybody that's watching this stream. Watch how compliant this guy answers his door. Be observant, ladies and gentlemen. They make a peephole for a reason. So you can see who's at your front door. I don't even need a peephole. I got cameras. Oh, somebody at my front door? I don't know who that is. I ain't going to the door. But look at this guy. He's too busy on his freaking phone to care about his own personal safety. Watch this shit.
Demanding money and threatening to shoot her if she didn't comply. In Pompano...
Look, see, he's too busy on his phone.
The beach's tranquil community, an ordinary evening took a terrifying turn when two armed men stormed into a home. Surveillance cameras recorded the entire ordeal, revealing the shocking events that unfolded.
That could have been avoided. Of course, I don't see a peephole on that door, do you?
The footage shows the two suspects forcefully entering the home, their faces partially obscured and guns drawn.
Right
Inside, the unsuspecting residents were suddenly thrust into a nightmare. The intruders quickly held the people inside at gunpoint, their demands echoing through the house. Fear and panic gripped the victims as they were forced to comply with the robbers' commands. A harrowing incident unfolded when armed intruders confronted a resident. The tranquility of an ordinary day was shattered as three armed males approached a resident outside her apartment. Her attempt to hide was short-lived as the suspect kicked open the bathroom door. Inside the apartment, a second resident was already present. She too became a victim when one of the suspects struck her, causing her to lose consciousness momentarily. The intruders ransacked the apartment, searching for valuables. They seized several items before fleeing the scene in a white Lexus SUV.
Hey guys, I've got 24 people in my YouTube and only 15 likes. If you would please like the video, sub to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Even become a member. Got a lot of perks with memberships, ladies and gentlemen, and they are trying to take away your guns. Yeah, exactly.
A shocking and violent incident.
Anytime a government's trying to take away the citizens' guns, it's not going to work out well. The government has plans where they don't want us armed.
To share, which unfolded in a residential apartment complex. It was an ordinary evening when two men stepped out of their apartment, unaware that their night was about to take a terrifying turn.
See, they're not observant. They're just, whatever, we've done this 1,000 times and nothing's ever happened. It only takes once. Please, ladies and gentlemen, be observant. Especially if you live in a duplex or an apartment building. Look around. Get off your phone and look around as you're walking. Make sure nobody's following you. You're going up the steps. If you live on the second floor, look behind you. Look around. It takes seconds to scan. I do it without even thinking about it now because of law enforcement. I pull up to the mall. I'm scanning. I see the two guys in the van over there and the guy sitting in the pickup truck over there and the guy over there in the little Toyota just sitting in the driver's seat. I'm watching. Where everybody else is going to see the food court, the entrance to the mall, I see the dumpster. I see the little Mexican dude standing next to the dumpster eating a taco. And I see everything except the entrance to the mall. Never, ever, ever, ever sit in a restaurant with your back to the door. I can't do it. No matter what restaurant, I don't give a damn where I am. I never sit with my back to the door. I just can't do it. You shouldn't do it either. If danger's coming, I want to see it before it gets there.
As they walked down the corridor, suddenly, two
There you go,
unknown men
Anthony.
rushed towards them with alarming speed. The attackers, intent on causing harm, quickly overpowered the unsuspecting residents.
Ronan, yes, in the United States, you can make a citizen's arrest, but only when there's a felony. If you're witnessing the commission of a felony, yes, you can make a citizen's arrest. You can't run over and arrest somebody for running a stop sign. So, but yeah, you can make a citizen's arrest. You can subdue them, you can detain them, you can put handcuffs on them until the cops arrive at the scene. Of course, I would check with the laws of the state of New York, the state of California, the state of Illinois, the state of Michigan, state of all the blue states. Yeah, just make sure that you're not going to get in trouble for making a citizen's arrest in the blue states. Yeah, zip ties are fine too.
In a brutal and unprovoked attack, the assailants set upon the apartment owners, delivering a vicious beating. The scene was chaotic and violent, leaving the victims dazed and injured. On Friday, March 10th, 2023, a distressing incident unfolded in Houston, Texas. Let's explore the details.
Does anybody see a pattern here with this liberal city called Houston, Texas? Yeah, you don't want to live in Houston at all. It's a big liberal piece of shit.
Of this alarming home invasion.
I don't know.
Three unknown males swiftly entered the apartment. One of the suspects brandished a handgun, forcing the residents to the ground. The suspects proceeded to ransack the apartment, searching for valuables. They seized the complainant's beloved $4,000 French bulldog in a particularly heart-wrenching turn. Law enforcement responded swiftly to the incident, launching an investigation into this brazen home invasion. The community was alerted, urging vigilance and cooperation to apprehend the perpetrators and recover the stolen pet. An unsettling incident occurred in downtown Los Angeles on December 11th, 2022. Let's examine the details captured by surveillance cameras.
This shit right here is probably some gang rivals. That's probably it. That's not a home invasion. This gang is against that gang, and yeah, they saw him going into the building. Of course, I don't know that. I'm assuming. Yeah, it's the Crips and the Bloods. Let them kill each other. Let gang members kill each other. It's fine. It's good for society.
At approximately 8 p.m., a black Volkswagen Tiguan entered the parking structure in the 1200 block of South Flower Street. Surveillance footage from the area captured the vehicle as it followed two victims who had just parked and were heading toward the elevator lobby.
Okay, you know what? I take that back. I'm just looking at their body language and the way they're dressed and their shoes, and no, I take that back. I don't think they're gang members. They look like innocent victims. Let me get a better look. Yeah, they're not. I take that back. I'm just sitting here running my freaking mouth, not paying attention. They're not gang members. These are just innocent citizen victims. There's the gang members right there.
As the victims waited for the elevator, the footage shows two armed suspects.
Now see, Miss T-Gun? Exactly what I meant. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know how you knew I was looking for that. See, we're on the same... You have ESPN. We're connected. I was looking for that word, natural selection. And I could not make it come up into my hillbilly brain for nothing. So thank you for your assistance.
Exiting the passenger side of the Volkswagen Tiguan. With handguns drawn, they swiftly stormed into the elevator lobby, confronting the victims.
Yeah,
we have a
victims.
chilling recording captured by an
I hope everybody heard me. I take it back. That was not gang against gang. That those gentlemen were victims. Yesterday, there was a kid who got shot in Maryland school. I believe they were fighting, and a 15-year-old shot the other. You know, Tony, you know when we were kids, Don't even say you're not old, because you are. But the worst thing that's going to happen in the playground is you're going to get into a little slap fight or something, or a push struggle. Don't push me. Don't push me. That's about it, right? Every now and then, fists would swing. And you know what? The parking lot, the student parking was full of 30-30 shotguns, you know, rifles, 22s, all that, filled with all these handguns and rifles and shotguns, and never a shooting. Just every now and then a push contest.
P camera revealing a shocking robbery that took place in an apartment in the dead of night.
Street hockey. That's a pussy game. We played yard darts, Anthony. We took our life in our own hands, throwing yard darts at each other. Come on. Street hockey. Please. Did you use a rock that you found as the puck? We were tough. I mean, until we got hit with the yard dart, then we turned into a little girl, screaming and yelling. But other than that, before that moment in time, we were tough.
In the quiet of the night, an IP camera silently observed as an intruder, their face uncovered, stealthily entered an apartment.
You piece of shit. I wish somebody would come out and just shoot him in his head.
The footage reveals the intruder moving swiftly through the rooms, methodically searching for valuables.
Looks like
Their
a
lack of
nursery
disguise
he's
adds an
in.
unsettling layer of audacity to the crime.
Doesn't that look like a nursery? Well, no, because that's a daybed. Okay, I thought this chair right here was like a rocking chair for a minute. Never mind.
The residents, unaware of the intrusion until morning, were shocked to discover the aftermath and review the chilling footage captured by their...
No, they got lucky. They're in the house asleep. They were very lucky.
...security system. A startling incident was captured on CCTV in Port Alberni. Let's delve into the details of a home invasion that unfolded in the dead of night.
I have no idea where Port Alberni is. It must be another country, because I've never heard of it. Of course,
In the quiet night hours, a
I've
home in
never
Port
heard of.
Alberni became the target of a brazen intrusion. The CCTV footage reveals a figure, later identified as a suspected intruder, lurking outside the property. Under the cover of darkness, the intruder made their way inside through an unlocked door, unaware that the surveillance system was recording every move. Inside, the intruders rummaged through rooms, looking for valuables and interesting items. Their presence was unsettlingly quiet against a backdrop of the sleeping household. It was a quiet evening when two men approached a seemingly vacant house. With no one home, they saw an opportunity to enter and explore.
That's not a home invasion, that's a burglary.
They began searching room by room, hoping to find valuables or anything.
And trust me, I'd much rather be a victim of burglary than a home invasion.
Left behind.
Oh, it's in Canada? Okay, thank you,
As they combed
Trooper.
through the house, they came across various items, a few pieces of jewelry, some electronics, and even a collection of antique items. On Saturday night, deputies rushed to a 911 call reporting a home invasion in progress on Eden Drive. The first deputies arriving at the scene immediately spotted an armed suspect inside the residence and could hear cries of distress emanating from the
I don't
garage
either,
area.
Casey. They shouldn't blur them out. They're menaces to society, pieces of shit. Don't protect their identity.
As more deputies arrived, the situation intensified. The garage door suddenly opened and a man bolted out, followed by several individuals with their hands tied behind their backs. In a desperate attempt to escape, two other suspects were seen fleeing out the back of the house.
You piece of shit. Of course. Of course it's hood rats. Of course. Menaces to society.
With the suspects apprehended...
Do you hear the homeowners? Just in such fear. They can't even speak, they're crying so hard.
and the victim safely freed, deputies learned that a 7-year-old girl was still hiding inside the house. They made a tactical entry to search and clear the residence without hesitation. In a quiet suburban apartment complex, a typical day is about to be turned upside down. Meet John, an easygoing bachelor who just moved into his new home. But today, John's peaceful afternoon is about to be interrupted by an unexpected visitor, a Karen.
Okay, yeah, go.
No, you're gonna talk to me more.
I'm not gonna talk about anything. You need to get out of my house.
Are they right there?
Karen barges.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, he could manhandle her and throw her into the freaking hallway and close his door, and he'd be justified. Why he's not doing that, I have no idea. Unless he's in New York or California.
Into the apartment without waiting for an invitation. John, taken aback, steps aside as she marches in and begins inspecting the place as if she owns it.
Hey, get the off my
Mine! That's ours! No, Twookie has ours!
This is a great picture! What are you talking about?
That's ours!
Get out!
As Karen's husband tried to pull her out of the apartment, she noticed her eyeing something on a shelf. Despite not owning it, Karen insisted on taking it, causing even more chaos. Seeing the situation spiraling out of control, the item's owner decided just to hand it over, hoping to restore peace and end the mayhem.
That young man's got a lot more patience than I would have. Because that wouldn't have happened. And no, she's not taking my picture. Even if it's a fake picture, I want the frame. Oh, that was it. Wow. She looked a little, as Fred Sanford would say, she wouldn't have got the WWF treatment. I would have gotten her out of my residence. Her husband, face said it all. Yeah, poor guy. I sent you a short clip of the shooting yesterday, Pat, on Discord. What shooting yesterday? What shooting? Oh, the one at the school? Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the little restroom, the little girl's room. Nope, I don't need to fill this up. And then as soon as I'm done powdering my nose, I'm going to run outside, grab a cigarette, and I'll be back. Stay tuned. There's more to come. Miss Tegan, did you miss me? I'm back. Compose yourself. It's okay. I'm back. Hi, Miss Bridge. You know, Miss Bridge, I think this is the longest. Yeah, it's a fact. This is the longest you've been in my stream and have not said one word about food and a steak. Yeah. I always look forward to it, like, okay, what kind of steak is she going to come up with next? I'm composing myself. Thank you for going along with my bullshit, Miss T Gun. I appreciate it. I don't get as embarrassed as much. Let's go. Let's continue with this home invasion. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
In January 2024, a woman in Houston, Texas, was walking back to her apartment when she noticed 2 shady figures following her. Scared for her life, the woman picked up her speed, trying to reach the door. But by the time she got there, it was already too late.
Now, I just want to say, this is amazing to me. Because in the 8 to 11, I didn't put a notch in my belt every time we worked a home invasion, but I know there was quite a few. I think 8, 11, 12, I don't remember. But never, ever at an apartment complex. It was always either at a trailer, a mobile home, or it was at a residence, a house. Stupid me, I always felt, because I never worked one, we never had one. I just felt, who's gonna home invade an apartment? If they had anything, they wouldn't be living in an apartment, right? That was my justification for it. That what are they gonna steal? Their new cookware from Walmart? I mean, seriously.
Right.
Yep, a trailer park. No, but there's just some women that were not made for yoga pants. And yes, she is one of them. Somebody needs to buy this young lady a mirror when this incident is over.
Despite having a gun pointed at her, the woman fought back valiantly, kicking and screaming as they tried to assault her and forcibly grab the car keys from her hands. She was outnumbered and her life was in danger, but that didn't stop her from running after them. In fact, she chased them all the way to the parking lot and stood between the suspects and her vehicle. The suspects then took off with just her keys. In 2023, the Seattle Police Department responded to an in-progress burglary report with the victim trapped inside her house. They couldn't risk barging in and risking her life, so they had to take things slow and try to reason with the burglars instead.
Union 1, we got one coming out.
With one suspect surrendering after the call, the officers knew they had the upper hand, and now it was time to head inside and flush the other 2 suspects out.
Jack, you got hands? Hands up! Stand up!
Knowing they were surrounded by the police, the suspects were desperately trying to hide inside the house, but it was already too late. The victim had been rescued, and the officers had full control over the situation.
Come here. Let me see your hands.
I'm not trying
Come
to
here.
I was just caught with the wrong.
All 3 suspects were arrested without incident. February 2nd, 2022, a contractor was working on an empty townhome in Texas when a masked man assaulted him with a handgun and pipe, forcing him into a bathroom and tying him up.
Well, damn. The ADT sign did not work. There goes my idea. Scratch that. Don't go buy an ADT sign. Shit didn't work. Yeah, I see it, Miss Bridge, but there's no video, and I can't find anything about it on YouTube Live. London, Kentucky, an active shooter. I was looking as this was playing for anything that has to do with an active shooter in London, Kentucky, and I don't see anything. There's nothing. And what you sent me was just an article where there's no video to it. Looks like an active shooter situation on I-75. Numerous people shot. Wow. Guys, this is what I'm looking at. Let me just show you real quick. This is what Miss Bridge sent me. Well, what happened? Right there. Says, yeah, active shooter, I-75. But I'm not check KY State Police. I don't know how to do it. If it's not on YouTube, I can't get there. Just say it. I'm not that mechanically inclined, Miss Bridge. You're giving me way too much credit. Okay, so you're sending me something else. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of that. Is this another post or? God, I hate freaking X. There's no video. That don't tell me nothing, darling. I need video. If it's not on video, it didn't happen. I'm looking, guys. Hold on. There it is. There. Now I got something.
It's coming down the mountain here. We're all going to kind of meet up here.
Oh shit! Never mind. That's another streamer trying to be like me. As soon as I started doing this shit, everybody wanted to copycat Night Cop. Yeah, let's do videos and shit like Night Cop's doing. Because nobody was doing this shit when I started doing it. Bunch of copycatters. You're not ugly enough to be like Night Cop. Stop it. Don't even try. Happy birthday, Scott. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, border control. I'd like to see it. But there's nothing about it on YouTube. Nothing. Yep, copycatters. No, but seriously, nobody was doing this shit. I start doing it, and everybody and their brother tries to start copying me. Bastards. I don't see anything except that one streamer trying to be like me. Hey, Scott, did you get your birthday spanking? My birthday was Tuesday, so we're both Virgos. Hi, fellow Virgo. Yeah, probably, yeah. Okay, let's go. Tired of wasting time. Let's go. Guys, if something comes up on it, I will go to it, okay?
The suspect knew what he was doing, constantly listening to the police scanner and making sure no one had caught a whiff of what he'd done. But he wasn't just there to assault the contractor. He was going to steal everything in the townhome. With the homeowners gone,
Fox News or somebody would already be on it.
The place for over an hour, eventually fleeing on the victim's
Where's this
truck
guy
with the
getting
stolen
his
goods.
info? Oh.
The truck was found abandoned in a restaurant.
11:32.
But the suspect got away. In Johannesburg, South Africa,
Oh,
several
he
men
doesn't
holding
have it. He's just
crowbars
listening
exited
to a
vehicle in
scanner.
broad daylight and walked towards a house with the residents inside. Their intentions are clear. They're going to barge their way in and rob the place. There's no resistance as the robbers run to the front door to break into the house. Well, at least that's what it looked like anyway, until they actually got to the door and realized this may be
Fox
harder
doesn't
than they
have
thought.
it, Scott. Where are you seeing that? I'm on Fox Now. Live now from Fox. And they got that treasonous piece of shit running mate of Obama talking. I don't see anything. Something like that would be right at the top, too. Oh, here's something. Hold on. Hold on. I might have something.
And it's literally going to the scene right now in real time. So what in the world is going on here? And why would somebody go into the woods or from the woods start shooting at vehicles? It sounds like a sniper type situation. But let's look and just see where exactly this chopper goes to. What they're saying is the interstate is closed somewhere like from this area to just north of London. So this chopper, wherever this chopper goes, it will probably determine where the victims are. They're saying several people have been hit. So we don't know the extent of the injuries at this time, but you can clearly see here that a chopper, medical chopper, Airbus H helicopter H135, that is at 2,800 feet right now. It is going to the scene to see what in the world is going on. Yeah, this is wild stuff, folks. So again, for people that are coming in, there was some sort of sniper shooting on I-75 north of London, Kentucky. And it looks like the chopper, the medical, this is a fluid situation. They had the interstate shut down. And it looks like a medical chopper right there. This is the medical chopper is going to the scene. So we'll see where it goes. I think it's somewhere, it happened somewhere in here. I think it's somewhere in here. This is where it happened. And whoever the shooter is, it's still active. And they're saying the shooter is out in the woods. So between exit 49 and 41. Kathy, thank you for that. We are monitoring this. And we're going to see where this chopper goes to. Let's zoom in a little bit more and see. So right off of I-75 and the chopper here. Where's this chopper going to? The chopper right now is at a altitude of 28. According to flight radar, the medical chopper, this is a medical chopper. It is at 2,800 feet, it looks like. And as of right now, it looks like it's just stationary. It's just sitting there. So it's off I-75. This is definitely related to the situation for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, they wouldn't just bring a medical chopper from Lexington out to the scene right where the road is closed. So numerous people, there's reports of I don't know the extent of injuries, but something happened along Interstate 75, and then they're saying that the shooter went into the woods. So we're gonna actually see what in the world is going on here. Come on in, JLR Investigates. Thus far, though, I don't see any other like media there or anything like that. So we're kind of just, this is kind of like I've always said the flight radar.
I just put JLR's link, their YouTube channel, in the chat. This is their live stream, not mine. But if you want to go sub to his channel, I guarantee you he would appreciate it, because we definitely appreciate the content.
It looks like the road here is called, I'm going to try to get the name of this road, but it's in this town called Climax and Wildy, W-I-L-D. And it just seems like it's sitting here. The altitude of this chopper, it's stationary. It's still 2,800 feet up. So we're trying to get an understanding. Now it just vanished. I don't know what happened here. It just kind of vanished here. What in the world happened here? Let's go back. Hold on. I'm going back. I don't know. Something must have happened to my screen here. We'll go back. But yeah, there's something's going on, folks, in Kentucky right now. And apparently there has been some sort of shooting that occurred along I-75. So we're getting information. We're gathering insight. I played the scanner of this Kentucky shooter as we started the broadcast. But more and more people are saying, okay, so they're calling it a mass shooting. There's some people sharing some. We're going to share this right here. But apparently there has been some sort of mass shooting, maybe. Breaking news, there's currently a mass shooting on I-75 interstate. 10 people have been shot. I-75 in Laurel County, Kentucky. 4 people shot at a gas station off of the highway. The shooter is
Okay, so it
shooting
wasn't
through
on
the
the
woods in
interstate,
the area.
okay.
The police scanner is reporting that there might be 2 shooters. So let's turn this up a little bit and see what we got going on here.
The treasonous liberals have to have their gun control before the election. That's what it's all about. This shit's all planned out. Don't buy into this bullshit. Now, it's a real shooter, but it's not random. It's planned. We're within 60 days of the election. They're trying to push gun control again. You know, they do it every 4 years. Come on. We should be used to it by now. They're gonna, it'll increase even more, as Crow Minion said. It's all bullshit. Well, it's not bullshit, but it's planned.
Multiple people down. All right, so it's just the scanner in general. So we're getting information. Magnolia's feeding me the information. We're going to try to get a feed up if one becomes available to find out what's going on. But stay with us, folks, because we're going to see what in the world is going on here.
Yes, they do.
We're seeing what's going on. Turn the scanner on. Okay, so yeah, scanner. So I'm gonna play the Broadcastify scanner right here and have the scanner on, and we're just gonna listen.
From where they were trying to hit him off on the Hazel Patch Road. We need to find one of those SO units so we can put a KSP unit for aircraft and for communications, because we have no idea what they're doing or what's happening.
Okay, for break.
Go in.
This is the Laurel County scanner.
815, 619, and the rest of the guys that are with them. The way that they come down on top of the guy from where he's heading north, they'll be heading south. They should run into him. I believe the SO is going to be on the south side of where the subject was seen. All the units will end up on the north side of where he was seen.
No reports to me. 10, we have no way to communicate with the SO. We need to get a radio with them so we don't have those guys potentially pointing weapons at each other and having something tragic happen. 81578, we have a drone above us right now. 500. I'm 97 802. If anybody can talk to him, tell him to go in the direction that guy's supposed to be. 10-4, I'm going to get back over here and try to find somebody. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's definitely the SO, Crow Minion.
Male with a turquoise shirt and beard. Heavy set shirt and beard. Was the subject that shot them. Not sure on what type of weapon.
All right, we're going to listen to it while I gather up some updates, and we're just going to listen to the scanner, folks, together and see what in the world is going on. I'm just going to hold up this photo.
815, that is going to be close drones. They've got 2 more drones coming from Richmond. 78, you copy?
So it's definitely still a fluid situation.
10-4. Reference to call.
And guys, this is the channel we're watching. This is JLR Investigates. I just put his link to his YouTube channel in my chat. Go give this young man a subscribe to his channel. You will, or at least like his video.
Description.
On 909.
Witness stated that the male subject was heavy set.
Heavy set.
And was wearing a blue shirt.
Heavy set.
The male subject, heavy set, has a beard, and is wearing a blue shirt.
Can we just say what it is? Heavy set. No, there's this fat bastard running down the road that we're looking for. Why you got... Don't sugarcoat it, heavy set. No, he's a fat piece of shit.
So it's conflicting about maybe there might be two shooters.
Negative. This is what was provided by
Yeah,
witness.
he's heavy set.
Witness.
Meaning
So
he
right now
owns
they're
stock in
debating whether the
McDonald's.
person has no shirt or one shirt. They're talking
Yeah,
about a
just say
heavy
he's a
set
fat
person with a
bastard.
beard and a blue shirt, or someone without a shirt with their hat backwards.
A triple
And I think this
X
is they're
large
debating a
blue
little
shirt.
bit on, you know, witness accounts. Now this happened right off the 49 truck stop in this area.
Ground is fine.
I'm looking for any
Parking
other
it, go.
coverage on this, guys.
78 to unit. They're in a low point, and they're a little bit.
My thoughts exactly.
In this
trooper.
area, which is Highway 909.
10-400, check and see if we can get some aerial coverage. That'd be nice.
We're going to continue to listen.
78 316. Have you all got good calls on me?
You know, Trooper, they have treadmills at the YMCA. Food for thought. I know I shouldn't have brought food into it, but you know.
Four shooters.
4. Damn, the
Did you say
Democrats
4 shooters?
have been doing a lot of planning and recruitment.
Description of the blackish.
And what do you want to bet? They're all transgenders. Yeah,
Heavy
of
police
course.
presence right off of, it looks like the 49er truck stop.
Yeah, thank you,
I'm going to
Eternal,
show
for
it
your
to you on the
support.
map here. Let me see if I can get it up on the map.
802 London, you copy? 802, look. Do we have a vehicle description other than the black SUV? Other than the black SUV, that all we got?
Black SUV?
Yeah, well, that's all we got. We're clear the description that he can give.
So people that are just jumping in, come on in. We got a situation unfolding right now in Kentucky. Several people have been shot near Interstate 75 in Laurel County, Kentucky, according to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. I-75 is closed at mile marker 49 and US 25.
Also, the second vehicle is described as a black Mustang with black wheels, travels north on 25.
Tell Pinker I said hi, buddy.
The second vehicle is a black Mustang with black wheels. Black Mustang, black wheels at 198 North.
No,
Was this
Cromwell.
a fight between people or something like that? It looks like
I
they're
doubt
looking
it.
for multiple vehicles, too.
Of course, it could be.
We're
It
listening,
could be
folks.
a
Come
road
on
rage
in.
incident.
47, Edward, 7.
Now, guys, Cromwell said some or asked something that's pretty smart that I hadn't thought about because I'm so geared into knowing that the Democratic treasonous pieces of shit are going to be planning a lot of shootings between now and the election. But Cromwell said, could this just be some small town group of fucktards just doing target practice and a little too close to the... No, it's not that, but it could be a road rage incident.
49er truck stop. 49. 49er truck stop.
Yeah, people have been shot, so it's not like target practice in the woods next to a gas station.
Go ahead, sir.
People are saying in the chat 4 killed, and that is circulating on Twitter.
Hey,
Well, on a
so
2020
4 innocent
Toyota
people will
CHR
not go
for
home
silver.
tonight.
It's clear. It's registered to Joseph Couch, 39 car plate out of Woodbine.
I agree,
It's
Turner.
clear.
Joseph Couch. There's throw a name out there, but they said he might be cleared. So people are coming in the chat. We got a situation right now in Kentucky, right off of I-75. Apparently, there's been some sort of shooting, and they're looking for the shooter. It happened
I just want
here.
to know if they need to bring light towers to where the road closures are. They're going to have it slowly shut down for slow.
49er truck stop connects to 909, and they said some vehicles maybe left 25, or the shooter could possibly be still in the woods. A lot of conflicting information. Also, as you heard the scanner, it looks like 2 different descriptions.
Level 2, can you signal?
I like
Can
this
you signal
guy.
6 me?
This JLR investigates.
2 different descriptions of
25
the...
and 909.
Go sub to
Get off
his channel,
49
guys.
north,
It's
turn
right
right,
there.
go
I'll
right
put it in the
into
chat
it.
again. Great channel. I watch this guy.
We are listening in real time, folks.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. I'm sure he does.
Just to show you what the
We're
general
using
area
his
looks like
content,
around the
ladies and
49 truck
gentlemen.
stop, it
Go
is
sub to
heavily
his
wooded.
channel.
So apparently there's a shooter
Or at
out in
least
the
go
woods.
like
That's the
it.
conflict.
Hit the
That's
like
the
button
information
on
that's
his-
being
on
put
his
out
show
there.
right
Don't know the
now.
accurate, but they're putting the information out there that somebody went in the woods after the shooting. So we're talking about this area right here. They got the whole interstate shut down and multiple people shot. 49 truck stop. And if you zoom in,
We have 49 truck stop.
49 truck stop.
I think 51.
So this is the area. Apparently somebody maybe shot. Multiple people went into the woods here. As you see, heavily wooded area. We are listening to the scanner.
Trooper, no. Not in Little Kentucky. This is not New York. We're not in LA or Chicago or Dallas. Not St. Louis. No. We're in the suburbs and the backwoods of Kentucky. MS-13 couldn't even navigate there.
I tried.
They'd have to hire a coyote to get them there.
This is the area.
Or you just have to turn off and cross over the hill to the water plant, or the Mustang just pull in over the hill.
Yeah, but Eternal, this is out in the middle of
Stand by
nowhere.
as far as the lights are concerned. There's a possibility we'll open it back up.
Road rage.
Here and,
it's either a road rage incident gone really bad,
So it's in this general
or
area
it's been
here
planned by the
49er
treasonous
truck stop.
Democrats
Some sort of
for
shooting.
gun
People, there's
control
conflicting
issues.
people
Yep.
that are saying 4 died, but we don't know the extent of how many people actually died, and definitely people got shot. We could see the chopper going in the med.
Do you really, Miss Bridge?
In case they locate a vehicle, gun cases, like they here's some over
They said gun casings earlier.
Like my 10 copy June 21, Tacoma Ridge, KSP's located the vehicle with a gun case as a info.
Earlier they said.
Yeah, 10-4, they hear somebody possibly whiff one at them in between the ridge and the
Yeah, I'm going with the latter too. I doubt it's a road rage incident.
Ridge. They said something about a ridge.
174. 1. Good. Can you do a little reach on forward?
In this general area.
I'm not saying there's nothing to it, because I don't know, but just hear me out. Do you guys realize the last 3 shootings, including the school shooting just the other day, all those had 4 dead, 4 victims, and several injured? I mean, what's with the 4? We got 4 dead here. We had 4 dead in the school shooting the other day, and 4 dead in the shooting before that. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing something out. It may not mean nothing, but I look at shit like that, like, 4, 4, 4, okay. Like I said, I could be way off base. Color me stupid if I am.
Called the 49 truck stop. And it is starting to get
Exactly,
darker.
Cromwell, exactly. Cromwell on YouTube said, no, they want a rural roof incident so small town folks will want gun control.
So this is like the truck stop.
Mr. Wolf, thank you for subbing to my YouTube. Very much.
It's named after the mile marker. I think it's Laurel County. Here's the inside the truck stop. And we're listening to the scanner.
No, Trooper, we're not going to get you an almond joy. Just calm the hell down.
Has put out and said, stay away from the area. Stay away from the area.
Do you really have to say that? There's a shootout there, but they say stay away from. You don't have to tell me to stay away from the area. All you have to do is tell me there's gunfire there. Why? I'm not a cop anymore. I'm not going towards the gunfire. Do you really need to say that? Well, yeah, there's a lot of stupid people. Oh, there's a go. Oh, let's go. Load up in the van. Let's head that way. Miss Bridge, you need a Mars bar? Damn, that's something I ain't eaten in years. I think I was like 18, 19 the last time I had a Mars bar.
To the scanner.
Yep. Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
As we listen to the
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
We have a situation.
Sometimes you don't.
Check them out. The power lines run from over across this plant, what's the road in?
Says something about power lines.
Guys, don't forget to like the video,
now,
please.
That chopper that would
give me the thumbs up on this video, on this live stream. It really helps afterwards. Well, it helps during the live stream too.
Well, we do have a chopper here. Private owner. But so far, like when we first started, when I just showed you about 10 minutes ago, we were, let me see. We were looking just north of London, Kentucky, between London and like Mount
This channel is JLR Investigates. I just put his link back in the chat. Go give him a subscribe to his channel, or at least like the video. I'd really appreciate it. My God, I'm using his content. So I'd really appreciate everybody go over there and sub to his channel, or at least like it.
But we have the scanner on.
And then say in his chat, hello from Night Cop 35.
Night ahead. Also, folks, it's about to get dark. So that's another factor, too. Might make it harder for law enforcement if someone is out in the woods.
That's going to be a bitch. You're going to have get K9 and helicopters in there to find them in all that woods.
So let's talk. And I see a lot of things coming in, so I'm not reading all the comments like that. It's very hard to see what we are seeing. So basically is the reports are multiple people have been shot. They're saying 10. And then they keep saying 4 have been killed at a gas station, which would be the 49er gas or the truck stop.
Didn't you have an interview with this guy? No.
909 and 20.
Cromwell, let me tell you something. My buddy JLR Investigates doesn't even know I'm on the planet. He has no clue I exist. So no, I would love to, but no, I never have.
Was a sniper at the gas station, the 49er truck stop gas station, and they were saying a sniper took shots at people there. I don't know who.
Okay, Trooper, if it's a problem about a parking lot, why is there 4 victims? I think they'd only be arguing over 1 parking place, not 4. Just saying.
And there's also conflicting. It could be multiple people.
I'm gonna bet money. This is all about the treasonous piece of shit menace to society, Democrat liberals. Absolutely, that's what it's about.
Close to the railroad tracks and Hazel Patch.
Look how close we are to the election.
All right, let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen nothing yet. Wait till they get started. This is just the beginning of the mass shootings and the explosions and the chaos. They're going to be dressing the Black Lives Matter and Antifa. They'll be all dressed up as Trump supporters out there burning down buildings before it's over. Trust me. You ain't seen shit yet.
Okay, the Hazel Patch, people are saying there might be some railroad tracks now. Hazel Patch, let me see. If I can see railroad tracks. Is it off of Highway 25? I'm looking. I see the Wood Creek.
Hey, we're getting off of 49 there. Can you get the description of what we might do?
All right, they want a description. They want a description. Happened here, folks. Come on in.
This guy gives awesome coverage of this shit. Doesn't he? I mean, look at all the work he's putting into this. This is great. I really like this guy.
And apparently,
I watch him when I'm not live streaming.
For this so-called shooter or shooters in this general area. 49er Fuel Center. Yeah, intersection of 909 and 25 is right here. Let's zoom in a little bit. $49er Fuel Center.
174, you guys, you need the 47 back in. Yes, please. We're right about that here.
I'm just looking for other
Says something
coverage
about
on this.
47. I'm wondering if he's talking.
10-4. 2020 Toyota silver and color comes back to a Joseph A. Caps 39. Go ahead. And 34. Go ahead.
Did you guys know
they
that
found AR-15 shell casings?
I just want to throw it out there. Does everybody know that Elton John, great musician, but Elton John has endorsed President Donald J. Trump? I don't know if you guys have heard that yet, but he did.
Here, I'll actually put it on layers. So for people that want to know where this is, we'll zoom out, just so you know. This is just south of Lex.
Yes, really. And he's not even an American. One of the best damn singers in the world, but he's not. He's yeah, he's Brit. He's either British or Australian. No, he's British. Elton John is British. I guess I was thinking about Celine Dion. Of course, no, she has not endorsed Trump, but Elton John did. Still star power, no matter where he's from. Hell yeah. Elton John. I've been listening to Elton John since I was like 14 years old. Fuck the Beatles. Fuck the Beatles. Can't stand those pieces. Now, I do like Paul McCartney. He's the only one that was worth the shit out of that whole freaking band.
Is closed. So
the Rocket
if you're in
Man.
the area completely. I mean, I don't know what the alternative route is, but they're both sides of the highway.
My favorite song that he ever did was "Candle in the Dark" or something. You know the JJDFR. Thank you, buddy. That sounds like a cop game. Oh, that's LFDFR or something. But anyway, "Candle in the Night" or "Can't." The one with Marilyn Monroe. It's the Marilyn Monroe song. Anybody know what the name of that is? You guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But it's Marilyn Monroe, and he did his whole song. Oh, yeah, that's it. "Candle in the Wind." That, man, I can listen to that song, and I have, over and over and over. Great freaking song. Of course, he's got like hundreds of awesome songs, but I just love "Candle in the Wind."
Truck stop. The reports was whoever did this went out into the woods. All right, Magnolia's sending me some information. So we want to get the accurate information and what is being put out there. So stay with me.
Yeah, he did. Princess Diane. Absolutely. Susan, you're exactly right. I forgot about that. Thank you.
Okay, so this is some information that is on, people are tweeting. It kind of sounds like what we've heard about the multiple vehicles and multiple descriptions of suspects, but what this
See how thorough this guy is?
Shooters, plural. They are estimating at least 4 active shooters.
Oh, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. I forgot all about that song.
London to Mount Vernon, Kentucky area. It sounds like they are driving and shooting.
Look, I'm just going to tell you, when I was 14, 15, and 16, and 17, first of all, I had all the Bee Gees records because that was the Saturday Night Fever era, right? So after Saturday Night Fever came out, they released this album. It was all about, I never liked Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band bullshit, but I had all the Bee Gees, and I had every record, and I'm talking about a record, not a CD or a cassette, a record of every Elton John album out there. I had them. And I had Billy Joel. Every record Billy Joel had ever put out. I don't know what happened. They just got lost through the years. I don't have them anymore, but I had a big old box. You could just thumb through the albums. No shit.
while we
I
evaluate
never liked
what's going on
Fleetwood
in
Mac.
Kentucky. I see a lot of.
Now, I think she's gorgeous. I think she has a beautiful ass. But I just never bought one of their albums. Pat, it's LSPD. Thank you, Todd.
Okay, so the ATF Louisville.
That's the library I was looking for, Todd.
ASP team or SO team, and if they are, just I need to know where they're at. But if they're not, we're one of those teams. Send them back to the CP. If they are, let me know which units are, please.
We are live.
Again, here's his link to his channel. I'm putting it back in there.
ATF tweeted this out. ATF, so this is a big deal.
If you're not with the team, the signal to the command post.
Go give this man a subscribe to his channel or like his video at least, okay? JLR Investigates. There's his link to his YouTube. ATF is getting involved. Ladies and gentlemen, if ATF is getting involved, that's going to eliminate any road rage incident or parking lot battle. Okay? ATF, yeah, Democrats set this shit up. You damn right they did. Bringing ATF within 40 minutes of a shooting. Yeah, the treasonous idiots set this shit up. Found the right victims to pose as the shooters. Oh, yeah.
Black rifle firing randomly. He's on foot heading towards Hemsley Road at this time.
What road?
Thank you, Lee. I appreciate it, buddy. Because this guy's an awesome streamer. I watch him when I'm not live streaming. I mean, not every day, but when he's got something coming up and I'm not live streaming, I'm watching him.
Yeah, so basically is we're listening as this is unfolding, folks. Come on in, JLR Investigate. So what they're saying is they're looking into the woods. 49er truck stop area.
Miss Susan, you said more of a mouthful than you understand.
What?
Because you're exactly, you just pinned the tail on the donkey. You remember that saying? Oh yeah, you just pinned it.
49er truck stop, folks. Come on in.
Go ahead, Johnny. Tell her what she's won.
Okay, so
you just won an all-expense paid vacation
too.
to
Nothing. There's no choppers here.
Nowhere.
Go ahead.
I'll get it, Tom Trooper.
She'll be down in this general area here, but there's no law enforcement choppers in the sky.
71.
This is pretty wild, folks. 49er
Some
truck
breaking
stop.
news that we are getting word of at this moment. A shooting near the I-75 in Kentucky. I'd like to put up this tweet here from the governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear, is saying this: Kentucky, we are aware of a shooting on I-75 in Laurel County. Law enforcement has shut the interstate down in both directions at exit 49. Please avoid the area. We will provide more details once they are available. So a little bit more context as to this, a developing story that we are monitoring here at Live Now from Fox. The shooting being investigated in Kentucky near I-75. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office first put out an alert around 6:45 p.m. local time to avoid I-75 in a particular area in London, Kentucky, due to an active shooter situation. The office said in a post on Facebook that, quote, numerous persons had been shot, but didn't elaborate. The mayor of London, Randall Weddle, also posted on his official Facebook page to avoid the area until further notice. Governor Andy Beshear, as I had mentioned, saying his office was aware of a shooting on I-75 and said law enforcement had shut down the interstate in both directions. Again, this is a developing story, and still we are working to get more information. Another tweet here from the governor saying, I am receiving initial reports from the Kentucky State Police and our Office of Homeland Security. Together, we are actively monitoring the situation and offering support in any way possible. Please pray for everyone involved. It's just one of those breaking news situations that we are going to monitor throughout this evening. We don't have too many details on exactly how many people were shot, if anybody was critically injured, or if anyone has died. We are working to get all of that. Again, we are monitoring the Facebook pages and also the social media pages of all of these local law enforcement agencies and local.
Okay, that wasn't live. I jumped on it too quick. Okay, so let's go back over.
Officials.
I don't hear any sound. I haven't blocked it or anything. It sounds up, but he's just not saying nothing right now. And guys, while we have a minute, do me a favor. Please put, I don't know if you guys remember Texas Outlaw and Twisted Angel. Twisted Angel's brother and her sister-in-law, their trailer caught on fire night before last, and they lost everything. So if you would, keep them in your prayers. I don't remember their names, but Texas Outlaw's family members and Twisted Angel's family members definitely need the prayers. So if you would, please keep them in your prayers. I wish I remember. Wait, did he put it? She may have sent that on. I just always like to have the name. Let's see. No, I don't see anything. There's Twisted Angel. Let's see. It's Amy Carol Pebbles. Pebbles? Had I known that, I would have been giving Texas a lot more shit. Amy, Carol, Pebbles, Crystal, and Mikey. If those are not hillbilly names, I don't know what is. But put them in your prayers. Even Pebbles. I was going to break out in laughter if one of them was named Bam Bam. Really, I was going to start laughing. But all kidding aside, Amy, Carol, Pebbles, Crystal, and Mikey, put them in your prayers, please. Okay. I don't know what happened to the sound of this. Oh, shit. I know what happened to the sound. I didn't push play.
802, Londa.
802.
Also, give us a head count on any SO units. If it's an SO unit or PD unit in the woods.
Now, SO unit is a sheriff's office unit, like a deputy.
Anybody that's in the woods, we need to, especially as we get closer to dark, we need to have an account for them.
1102, did you copy that?
805, 802, you copy? I did. I just.
Are you seriously 6 to 10 dead,
this
not
could
4?
Be terrorism. I don't know. Magnolia
yeah, it could be terrorism.
It could be terrorism.
You copy on?
Just know this: if it's terrorism, it was done by the illegal pieces of shit that the Democratic Party let into our country. So they still planned it. They just used the illegal aliens to do it.
To find crazy alternative routes there. It's in this general area here.
802.
But was this terrorism?
Yes, she meant. Over here.
I mean, this does fit the definition of terrorism. I mean, if
not
you
really.
Go to the truck.
You can copy 843. He's in the woods.
He's in the woods.
Now, I disagree with him. This doesn't fit terrorism at all. Is this a mass shooting? Absolutely. Planned by the Democrats? Yeah, probably, absolutely. But terrorism? No. When they do an act of terrorism, they're going to take out more than just 6 little individuals. or 4 individuals. They're going to take out the masses. So, no, I disagree. You don't have to agree with me, but I do not think this is terrorism.
The woods, folks.
No, I don't think it's domestic terrorism
is this a
either.
local that did this? Somebody that came out of the woods and went to this truck stop to do this? And why here? Why at the 49er truck stop?
Okay, let me answer his question. He said, why here? Because the on-ramp and the off-ramp. Easy escape. Yeah, they probably hit the woods where they had a car parked, went right around, got on the interstate, and they're probably 60 miles away by now. Easy in, easy out is why here. I'm just looking at it as a law enforcement officer at a bird's eye view saying, don't ask that question, it's obvious. How many agree with me? How many disagree?
You're breaking up with me.
Multiple people shot, folks. Now people are saying 6 to 10 dead.
Yeah, mass shooting. Now, don't take to what I said to heart, because I don't know. I'm just giving you my professional opinion. It may come out it was terrorism.
What we do
but
know,
I very seriously doubt
did
it.
say that they found AR-15 shell casings.
Yeah, it's a mass shooting.
I heard it on the stereo.
Now, had he said they found bomb fragments, then I thought, okay, it might be terror. No, AR-15, no, that's a mass shooting.
Go ahead.
Where exactly is the command post? 806, is it out there?
909-25 Junction, 909-25 Junction.
909 25
What's this
Junction.
here?
That's their command
Hold on.
center. All right, so their command center is at 909 25 Junction. That's right here. I'll show it to you.
Of this and what comes next.
This is where their command center would be.
Well,
right
I mean,
here.
I
So
hate to
it's right down the
speculate, but it
street
sounds
from
at
the
this point in time
49
that they
truck
do not
stop
have
right here.
the shooter. If they did, they would
So
put
this
that
is
out
where
just
the-
to
so
kind
the
of
shooting
calm people
happened
down.
There at 909
Okay, that's all
25
great right
Junction,
there, but
here.
I
This
don't.
is
I can't stand
law
CNN, and I don't want them on my
command
stream. So I just realized that's CNN,
Just let us know when you need
the
to.
Communist News Network.
4 copy direct.
Thank you, Bridge.
We're still,
Yeah.
right
Clinton
now.
News Network, the Clown News Network, whatever you want to say, but they're pieces of shit. They should be flown to Iran and dropped off.
This will be
Spend
the
2
command
years
center right
there
here.
and
The
see
law
what you
enforcement
think.
Command center is right here, North Laurel, 909 and 25. It's right down the street from.
Am I? Yeah, because I paused it. Thank you. Thank you. Who said that? Thank you, Trooper.
8495, 2018
Yeah, earlier I paused it, and yeah, so now we're back to the live area. Come on, don't start screwing up on me. Let me see if I can get it back up. Didn't like me going that far ahead, did it? Of course, they are the first ones on scene. Who's the first one on scene?
Medical chopper.
3 or 4 London, show me tonight.
Who, Bridge? Oh, CNN? Yeah, of course. They were probably set up 6 blocks down the road at the next exit.
Shot at a gas station. Killed, but they say 10 people shot. 4 and 10. That's the early reports that we're getting now. 4 and 10.
Dispatch, you said that complaint was on Bluegrass Road.
I'll show you the map again. Let me see if the what in the world is going on here? So this is the 49 truck stop. This is where this thing happened. Exit 41. 41 to 59 is closed. Exit 41 to 59. So you're talking 18 miles. 18 miles of the interstate is closed from 41 to 59. So they got a significant amount of the interstate. That's 18 miles closed. That's a big deal, folks. Now, they could do it because, you know, that's the way that people can detour trucks and everyone. But they got 18 miles of the interstate closed. I think it's probably from here because they have it here, or it's already on Google Maps. They already have the shooting on Google Maps. This is the area where it seems like it happened, all in this area, and there's a large police presence. Let's see, I got a report here. I'm going to read this report here. This is from the Carrier Journal. An active shooter situation has caused Interstate 75 near London, Kentucky, closed to be shut down. There is an estimated 4 to 6 victims.
Cumzilla would be, yeah. Cumzilla is, yeah, AOC.
With the Courier Journal around
I think she's on the city council at Cumzilla.
About a half hour ago, they say 4 to 6 victims. He didn't have additional information about those who were shot. The shooter has not been caught.
No shit.
Officials are still working on a very active scene. Pennington said more than an hour after the Laurel County Sheriff's Department first reported the shootings on social media. We have no clue where he is at. He. Okay, so shooter is a male. He said about investigators' progress on tracking down the suspect. The shutdown is near exit 49
what is that?
US
oh, that's my light.
About 9 miles north of London, according to officials.
Stop in the south. Has anybody called for air medical helicopter? Because we got one plus one here.
So it's 90 miles south of Lexington in eastern Kentucky. It has a population of the area has a population of 62,000. Includes parts of the Daniel Boone National Forest. Laurel County Sheriff's Office is leading the investigation with assistance from several other agencies, including Kentucky State Police. ATF has also tweeted out. That is the information. So they're still looking. Air chopper for medical.
Here, let me go. Miss Bridge just sent me something. I don't know if this is video or just a. She just loves X. I can't stand X. It's doing that. Let me go over here. Still doing it over there? Yeah. Yeah, screw the ATF.
About the
oh my God,
41
look at the
mile
traffic.
marker.
We didn't even think about that.
That's northbound traffic being rerouted from 75 on to 25.
Look like some purple hair and green hair people who think they're women when they're really men are blocking traffic on the interstate, but that's not the case today. This is not a transgender protest. Those mental, unstable pieces of shit that should seek medical help immediately.
This is I-75, about the 41 mile marker. That's northbound traffic being rerouted from 75 on to 25.
Oh my God, imagine if it was a Wednesday. Ugh. All those loads going from east to west and west to east. Yeah, damn. Of course, you don't really have to worry about east to west, but right now, west to east is all backed up. Or from north to south is backed up.
This is I-75, about the 41 mile marker.
Oh, is it on
That's
the loop?
northbound traffic
Oh,
being
thank you.
rerouted from 75 over
Stupid
to
me.
25.
Yeah, you're right. It's on a loop. Leave it up to Miss Bridge to send me a loop-to-loop. Thank you, Miss Bridge. Trying to make me dizzy.
I think we're gonna see what transpires here. Let me see what Magnolia said in the chat. She's feeding me information as it goes.
LA62, stand by in the area of 16106 Arlington Green, West Lady, across from Walmart, DC. There's a suicidal male.
Oops, something about a suicidal male, folks. Magnolia just said local media is complete garbage. There's no local media out there.
CNN made it out there, though, didn't they? They were camped out just miles away, waiting for it to happen. Yeah, this shit's planned by the
She said something about a
Democrats.
suicidal male with a gun.
No, say it isn't so.
This could be
It'll turn out to be a transgender male.
And then once you get on 80, we'll get you through the intersection right here at 41.
41.
And remember, you heard it here first.
Copy.
A transgender male is
That's
responsible,
where I think 41 is
probably.
where the interstate starts to
That
close.
hadn't been confirmed, but I'm just saying,
Off
going
the
by
interstate.
history.
It's going to be a traffic nightmare. I mean, now
Oh,
you're
yeah.
talking about at least almost like 2 hours now where both sides of the interstate's been closed. I mean, I can't imagine how far this is backed up.
Is it easy to? No, not really. Not easy to make me dizzy. Just play some
A
rap
lot of people
music and I'll
travel
get
Saturday to travel
nauseated
day.
and dizzy. Quick.
General.
I'm gonna go back on the flight radar and see. I'm gonna go back to the flight radar and see if we got anything.
Absolutely,
as far as,
Miss
anything up in the
Susan.
Sky in the area.
You're right above us.
Let me go to flight radar and see. Bear with me. I go to flight radar 24.
241 1 and then went down 945.
Yep, we got a chopper in the area, folks. All right, so we got a chopper just right off the interstate. We have a chopper in the sky. Let's see what this chopper is. We have a chopper right here, and this chopper is a oh, look, Kentucky State Police chopper. All right, so we have a Kentucky State Police chopper at 2,600 feet, and it is right here. So that's zero in. And now we're turning around.
Everything's public road. Does it have strobe on the top of it? I'll try to catch it right now. Corner of Wildcat just went down on the side by side, with a strobe. I guess they're trying to get people out of here. Okay. I've only got it under goggles. I'm not picking up a strobe, but I've got his lights.
All right, so I'm gonna follow the chopper because the chopper, is out there. So this might be the general area they think this shooter is. This is a Kentucky State Police chopper.
It's activated right now.
Shirley
It's definitely
O'Neill,
a heavy,
thank you for
police
subbing to my
presence out here.
YouTube. Very much.
So the chopper's headed towards Buck Creek Trophy Whitetails. This is all
Yeah, but
mountainous
Miss
area.
Bridge,
I think they said this
what's
is
really going to screw him up is if he stops and put on a
Force.
white T-shirt. Oh, that'll
I
screw
don't
the
know. Do we have any people in
investigation up to
Kentucky
hell
in
and
chat
back, won't it?
monitoring what's going
Oh,
on?
that's not him. We're looking for
Residents,
a
if you're
shirtless
in the area,
male.
hunker
Let
down.
him go.
Hunker down because this is a situation where you might have a madman running on the loose. So just if you have children or whatever like that,
madman.
keep them maybe indoors a little bit because whoever did this seems like they have
Yeah, just keep him indoors a little
They
bit.
could barge into someone's home to try to seek sanctuary. So if you're out there, Kentucky, if you're listening, hunker your kids down and protect your, life and liberty and property, inside your home. But here
Life,
goes the chopper.
liberty, and Levine.
This is a Kentucky State Police chopper.
Correct.
So this is I-75. Now this is the command center right here. This
No,
is
they
where
haven't
say
offered
the
that
command
yet,
center
Eternal.
right
They
here.
haven't
This
even
is
caught
the,
up with him yet. He's probably 70, 80 miles down the road by now.
Stay indoors, folks. Stay indoors.
See, the Democrats have been learning from their mistakes.
I didn't hear anything about casualties. All I'm hearing is 4 to 6 shot. Nothing on casualties.
They probably had a vehicle down there in the woods. They went behind the truck stop, went down the path, got in the car, and left.
Seems like this is where the shooting occurred, right here.
Of course, I don't know that. I'm making all this shit up. I have no idea.
The command center, and then you have this chopper.
Oh, we got a command center?
It's Kentucky State
That
Police
was quick.
chopper.
We got a command center.
Area here. I'm just wondering, whoever did this, are they out in the woods around here? I have no idea if there's residential.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Names.
Probably a bunch of mobile homes scattered throughout that wooded area.
And we're just gonna monitor this.
I don't think this is too far from the bluegrass turnpike. Is that what it's called? The blue? No, not bluegrass. The blue
scanner is quiet.
Yeah, it is. The bluegrass No, that's not it. There's a turnpike out there. You got to pay to go down, but
this is the scene right here where this shooting occurred. Command center here. Chopper over here.
203 State Highway.
I'm just looking for other coverage on it. I don't see anything else. Yeah, is it the Bluegrass Parkway? Or no, it's the Bluegrass Turnpike. Wait, I'm a shirtless man. I didn't do it.
Chopper is like right there staying put. I mean, from the time of the shooting, I don't know the distance here. But you figure that, let me see what Magnolia says in the chat. She's feeding me information as it's breaking through, so we can keep everyone updated on, you know, where they're searching and everything. Let's see.
Let me see.
18 miles of I-75 are closed between Mount Vernon and London, as are several side roads in the area as police search for the shooter. State police got reports that vehicles were.
Let me move this one over. I got something else that Miss Bridge just sent me. Miss Bridge is my press secretary, for those who didn't know.
88 Little County Road, you can observe a male, gray jogging pants, no shirt, carrying a black rifle, firing randomly. He's on foot.
Whoa!
Chancellery Road at this time.
You hear that?
Yeah, Rapid Dog. That was JLR Investigates.
What was the name of the street? Somebody's observing a man without a shirt firing randomly? Templey Road or something?
You get a head count of any that's not on the roadway that's down here that's in the woods. If they're on the roadway, they're blocking the road, I'm good to go. I just need to know who's in the woods right now.
Hear that? They're wondering which law enforcement are in the woods.
Did you copy that? Go ahead.
I've got a call on the line from 88 Little County Road. You can observe a male, gray jogging pants, no shirt, carrying a black rifle, firing randomly. He's on foot.
Whoa!
Chancellery Road at this time.
Man, that's it.
You hear that?
Something to do on the quality? Really? Damn.
What was the name of the street? Somebody's observing a man without a shirt firing randomly? Templey Road or something?
You get a head count of any that's not on the roadway that's down here that's in the woods. If they're on the roadway, they're blocking the road, I'm good to go. I just need to know who's in the woods right now.
Hear that? They're wondering which law enforcement are in the woods.
Did you copy that?
Well, yeah, so there's not friendly fire going on. That's why. Oh, is this looping?
I got a call on the line from 88 Little County Road. She can observe a male.
My press secretary it keeps sending me for a loop. My press secretary is unreliable tonight. So we're just going to stay with JLR Investigates because my press secretary is a little loopy tonight. Sorry.
Find interesting about the Kentucky State Police chopper. This is a Kentucky, for people that are coming in.
Get out the roundabout.
State Police chopper N421SP, and it is hovering at 2,400 feet.
Yeah, just wait till you send me a pic.
And
I need a stong pic.
Look at this.
A behind view.
This is the flight track of the chopper. But here's where it seems like the incident happened, right around here by the 49 truck stop.
I wish.
The command center's right here in this chopper.
About 140.
All right, let's see what Magnolia said in the chat. Come on in, folks. We are monitoring.
I don't understand why he keeps holding his phone
Okay, so
out.
here's something interesting.
I'm just curious.
Person, Nick, put out, Seattle Ballin put out on the scanner, and this is the information that they put out. They put out, Scanner said they got a call about a man with the last name of Couch, who has military experience. Amid said he was going to KILL, a lot of people, active shooter on I-75. Follow for more. So do we have a situation with a guy named Couch?
That sounds like clickbait to me.
With military experience. What do we got going on?
No, I'm saying, why does he keep showing us that same picture on his phone? That's all I was asking.
Keep an eye out on that.
But that looks like clickbait.
The scanner sometimes is hard to hear.
They're not going to announce the guy's name over a freaking scanner over the radio. We got cell phones. They'd call the officer and say, this is who we're looking for. They're not going to release that kind of information to the public right now. So that looks like clickbait to me. But again, I could always be wrong. It's happened before, most of the time.
Couch.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. So he's not, I was thinking he kept holding up this picture for us to look at. And I'm like, it's the same picture. I've already seen that pic. That makes sense that he's using the scanner. Okay, who said that? He's using the phone. Thank you, Eternal. That makes more sense.
Is going more north.
Nothing gets by me until it does.
Yeah, I've got you right off the power line cut through. Is that correct? Up on the north southeast side of the power line, east side. Behind that, between the road.
Okay, so there's a name. There's a name that's being circulated by the name of Joseph Couch. Joseph Couch. Magnolia, if you could go in the chat and see if there's a Joseph Couch that lives in that area.
Where are they coming up with that name at?
Reports that he shot from the overpass at people's windshields.
He got you. Has accepted. They'll be waiting for you.
The Lewiston, Maine shooter's name was Card. Robert Card. Okay, so any sleuths out there that can find out if there's a Robert Couch that lives in this general area? Maybe he's from the woods.
Yeah, we can send him a postcard of a graveyard, and down at the bottom it says, wish you were here.
Facebook. I would just say put Joseph Couch, London maybe. Kentucky. And let's see if we can identify the suspect while we're live. Joseph Couch. People are saying it's circulating more and more.
Cromwell, I would have been more impressed if you would have sung it with the ABC song as the music, the background music.
There's one in Lexington. Well, that's a popular name. I mean, I'm sure there is some Joseph Couches in the area, but it's interesting because this chopper.
Oh, okay.
This is where the 49er truck.
Okay, thank you,
the chopper
Gamertron.
seems like it's focusing around here, so I'm just wondering if.
Yeah, but how reliable is that?
Public service references call off. I'll call you right back.
Usually Fox and CNN wants to be the first one to announce that shit. And see, since it's going out on Twitter or X, how do they know his name? Unless he's been at the FBI office, 4 or 5 times like Trump Shooter was. How do they know his name so quickly? It reminds me of 9/11, how they knew Osama bin Laden within 20 minutes of the tower being hit. They had the name. I'm just throwing it out there. Sound like a setup plan to me.
Does the shooter live nearby?
Are you working your way to the power line now?
Thank you, Gamertron.
Just north of Hazel Peak, Trace Patch Road. They're going to be coming out in 2 vehicles, pickup trucks, SUVs. Just making everybody aware they will be coming out.
Hazel Patch Road, he said. So the chopper's in this general area. Hey, Magnolia, screenshot that and send it to me because whatever you sent to me has me blocked for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so we have a suspect, folks. We have a suspect.
It looks like the helicopter's circling a parameter, like you would with the yellow police tape. You section it all off. But it looks like the pattern of that helicopter, it's over this one small little area.
Laurel County 911 Center. Joseph Couch.
And how the hell did they know that before Fox News and shit? Yeah.
Joseph
they've even
Couch.
got a picture of him.
53 and 4.
Joseph Couch.
I'm not falling for that shit again, Miss Bridge.
Joseph Couch, folks. All right, so I'm going to hold this picture up. I'm going to update something here. Stay with me.
They got the picture
Couch.
before the officers got him in custody. See, you got to read between the lines. They don't have this guy in custody. How in the hell do they know that's him? And how do they got to... This has got treasonous Democrats written all over it.
Give me just a second.
They might be in his general neighborhood. Joseph Couch.
God damn it, Trooper. Tell you what.
E-P-H Couch. Joseph Couch. You seen this guy in the area? Contact authorities. If this guy comes to your door, this guy says anything.
Shut up, Trooper.
All right, the BV.
You talking about my Red Billy language?
So Joseph A. Couch. Joseph A. Couch. Person of interest. He's 32 years old. So if anyone has been verified or anything like that, Joseph A. Couch, 32 years old, from that area. That's who they're looking for. They're looking for this guy right here in connection with the shooting over the overpass, 909 and 75. And they are out there.
Does anybody in the audience find this more than suspicious? That they got the guy, they do not have him in custody. They got a shooting with victims. They're looking for a suspect. And all of a sudden, they've got his name, his blood type, his picture, his mama's maiden name. I mean, is it just me, or does anybody else find this suspicious?
Joseph A. Couch. Start digging. Who is he? Where's he come from?
And you've noticed it's a white male. Oh yeah, they get tired of these trans doing all the shooting. They had to find a white male. Of course, he could be in transition for all I know. I don't know nothing about the hillbilly dude.
Purchased an AR-15 this morning. Whoa, folks. Did you hear that?
They know he purchased an AR-15 just this morning, but they don't have him in custody. They're looking for it. How did... Ladies and gentlemen, do not be brainwashed and buy into this bullshit, okay? This is bullshit.
Put that address in, Magnolia, and send a link to that address.
I'm scared to click on it. I don't need a loop-to-loop.
All right, so this guy just
I'm gonna do it just for the hell of it.
We're to your east.
This is the last chance you get, darling. This is it.
This is Mayor Weddle. Many of you are aware that we currently have a situation just north of town at the exit 49. I would like to say at this time that all of our first responders are safe. I've been in communication with
this is the
all
mayor.
the ones that I possibly can at this time. They're giving me regular updates. The suspect or suspects have not been apprehended at this time, but they are searching for them.
But
Currently,
they know his
we
name
do
and
have
his
command post set up at the 909 and US 25. And I want to first thank all of our first responders, law enforcement, rescue squad, the Laurel County Sheriff's Department, the state police, the FBI, everybody that's assisting in this. Governor Beshear's office, who has reached out, as well as the White House. We thank everybody for their prayers, their support,
Oh, the
and
White
throughout
House
the
has
community.
reached
Thank you
out.
as well. And just keep our first responders in your prayers.
We don't even know what we
But I want
got
to give
yet, and
everybody
the
just a
White
little
House is
update.
reaching out.
Again, the subject or subjects have not been apprehended, but they are searching for them. Where they are currently, that is some rugged terrain and a lot of tree lines. If you guys know northern part of Laurel County, it's just is what it is. But I'm confident they will apprehend them. We are asking everybody in the city of Lemons to be vigilant and know what your surroundings. If you're home, keep your doors locked. I'm not asking anybody to panic. There is no immediate danger here in the city. But again,
could you imagine the mayor? He just said, I'm not asking anyone to panic. Could you imagine if he came on? Okay, guys, it's kind of mandatory that everybody listening to this starts panicking. It's time to panic. You see how politicians talk in fucking circles? Do you think we need to hear you say thank you to the law enforcement, thank you for the first responders, thank you for the fire? Say that shit later when the idiots are caught. Dumbass. And he's got some big titties.
While these guys or this person is on the loose, we are asking everybody to be safe.
Piece of shit.
If you're out and about, just be vigilant.
But he's not
We want to try to
asking you
keep
to
everybody in
panic.
this community safe. And we do have the Manchester PD. They have came over to assist us. We want to thank the mayor and the PD there and the chief of police
Here
for
we
sending
go
those
with the
units
thank
to
yous.
us. And all the other surrounding counties and city police departments
You're
that has
on
called
YouTube.
and
You're
sent
not at a
units
speech
or
podium.
offered to help in some way. This goes back to showing you what a great, great state that we live in, what a great community that we live in, and all the residents that's asked, what can we do? Your city council members, thank you for texting and getting updates and
Correct,
checking
Ms.
on our
T-Gun.
men that is currently out of searching for this individual or individuals currently. They were 7, I'm being told 7 people that was injured. Not all of them was gunshots. Some of them was due to an accident. There is no deceased at this time.
What?
No one was killed from this, thankfully. But we
accidentally
ask
got
that you
shot?
continue to pray. Watch my Facebook, watch the city Facebook. We'll update
Here we
you
go.
as the night progresses. I told our men that I won't go home until they.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit politician. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit what he's got. But I think he forgot to say thank you to the city council members. Yes, he did. He didn't. I didn't hear that shit. Dumbass. And Miss T-Gun said something very interesting. The man in the post doesn't look like a heavy-set man with a beard to me. Remember, they were saying, oh, it's a heavy-set man with a beard. Then all of a sudden, somebody found a photo of the guy they're looking for. How do they know who they're looking for? They haven't captured the gunman yet. How do they know who's the gunman? The deep state told them who the gunman was.
If it starts stretching out, I'll put one on the first scene. And
Yeah.
we'll cover the second
What happened to
scene
the
with,
4
We'll be
suspects?
right on top of each
There was
other.
supposed to be 4 shooters. Now they're just looking for one white male
10-4.
who's probably end up a Trump supporter
Channel for the,
who just got home off vacation from Alaska and don't even know what the hell's going on. Wow.
When they start having to work people, yeah, we'll probably switch over here. 10-4.
What? Yes, it is. Shut up, trooper. I'm going to slap the shit out of you in a minute. You're irritating. Damn. It is live. It's as far right as it can get. Yeah, and his dry cleaners either. That's wrong, Miss
All right, so where
T-Gun.
did this chopper go?
Not thanking your dry
All right, so we're
cleaners.
monitoring the area.
Your titties would have looked a lot worse, buddy, if your dry cleaners didn't clean that damn jumpsuit you have on.
And listening to the scanner here.
Yeah, see, Cromwell. Thank you, Cromwell. I was trying to remember what that incident was that it took a month to reach out to everybody with the polluted water and because of the train derailment, right? You just handed it to me. Thank you. Palestine, Pennsylvania. But yeah, within an hour of this shit happening, or maybe 2 hours now, the White House has reached out. That tells me that mayor is one treasonous piece of shit liberal. Because he meant, oh yeah, we've been in contact with the White House. Yeah, your little butt buddy Biden. Okay, got it.
All quiet right now.
This is this. Yeah. Like 43 out of 6. Go ahead. But you know, we coming through the power lines, and we're gonna come out to your south. There's a little lot building, whatever.
Oh, is that the term, Butt Buddy Biden?
Some double gates. We'll come out there.
I don't know where that came from. It just spewed off my lips. White House reached out. Didn't I post Kamala wanted to get ahead of... Yes, you did, Susan. Kamala, Obama is on
it. We should have an ETA probably about 10 minutes left.
I don't.
Yeah, T-Gun, exactly. It's all random shit that we plan.
The family of 6 that was in
Mission
the woods
accomplished.
just north of Hazel Patch. Woods within the next 20 to 30 minutes.
I'm just telling you, I know how law enforcement works. And law enforcement doesn't work that way. We don't get the suspect all his information when we're hunting for him. You know, like 2 suspects rob a damn convenience store and take off in the woods behind the convenience store. We don't have their name and their picture and all that shit. We're looking for them to find out who it is. But all of a sudden, they got this white male, all his info. That's the shooter. Earlier, it was a bearded dude with a extra large shirt, and then no shirt.
Joseph A. Couch.
Yeah, it's definitely not adding up, Eternal. I was thinking in the beginning, it's probably, if it happened at a truck, it's probably a road rage thing. Both of them exited. This guy followed. He started shooting. The other one took off, and the other one jumped out of the car and hit the woods. That's what I figured. Well, not 100%, but if it wasn't planned by the treasonous piece of shit Democrats, it had to be a road rage incident.
We are.
How come all your examples, Trooper, have to end in food?
Come on in. So
have you ever noticed that?
Joseph Couch. I'll show you his picture again.
Yep, Osama bin Laden did it. Yeah,
right
buddy.
Here. We are monitoring and listening.
He changed his name
Joseph
to Couch.
Couch is right here. This is Joseph Couch.
They know who did it now.
So that's who they're looking for. Joseph A. Couch. Bought a AR-15 and 2,000 rounds earlier today, and now went up to the interstate.
How did they know this?
About 2 hours now. We've been on an hour and 25 minutes, and took shots at innocent people driving along I-75 exit 49. So we're monitoring the scanner right now to try to get info.
Searching all the trails and down towards the...
Anytime they have this kind of information before they even got the suspect in custody, a red flag should be blinking off and on like a neon sign above your head. Don't fall for this brainwashed bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. It could all come to pass that all this is true, and I'm 100% wrong. But I don't think so. None of this is adding up. I know how law enforcement works. We have no clue who these suspects are until we get them into custody and ID them. And all of a sudden, they know who did it? And he's in the woods? What happened to the 4 shooters? What happened to the big guy without a shirt? I mean, nothing's adding up.
Here's another helicopter. So this
hey,
is
Matthew, how you doing, buddy?
Police. This is the area here where this shooting occurred. And it looks like the helicopter... Oh, I gotta redo. Give me a second. All right, so we're back. This is the area right here.
I'm surprised they hadn't grounded all those planes to make it a better effect. All planes have been grounded within a 200-mile radius. Thank you, Miss Bridge.
I had a ping on that subject on the southbound side of the interstate. It's supposed to be within 500 yards of that cell tower. I don't know if you're tracking that or not.
Also, guys, this is JLR Investigate that we're watching. There's his YouTube channel. Go sub to his channel on his YouTube or like his video at least, okay? Hey, Matthew. We have an active shooter, is what they're saying, off I-75 in Kentucky. Was it Lebanon, Kentucky? What was it? London, Kentucky.
Now it's turning around. Look at that.
But they haven't caught the guy, but all of a sudden they've got his mother's maiden name and his blood type, his birthday, pictures, family photos, Christmas presents and shit. Yeah, they got it all. But they haven't even found out who the shooter was yet. So
shooting occurred right here in this general area here by the 49er truck stop. And you heard on the scanner, they said something about a little bit south of 75. I'm wondering if they're in here. People are saying 2 Kentucky choppers in the area, scouring the area. I only see 1.
Exactly,
we'll
Storm.
Refresh.
But that's what they're saying.
Refresh.
How in the hell do they know who the shooter is without finding him?
I only see 1 chopper.
Supposed to have been a random shooter. And all of a sudden, they got his Facebook page, everything. His favorite pizza.
Yellow gate on the left side of the road.
Last time he ordered some hot wings on DoorDash.
We'll go out right around the yellow gate.
Yep, another Kentucky State Police.
Yeah, they just vanished, Eternal.
So we got 2 Kentucky State Police.
Couch told them to do it, so they don't. They were just innocent bystanders. Guess the other 3 suspects just vanished into thin air. Surely there's some homes near the. Yeah. Be making threats to kill people this morning after buying an AR.
2 choppers.
Yeah, but Gamertron, please don't believe that brainwash bullshit, okay? This sounds like the deep state. These treasonous Democrats are setting this story up for the fall guy.
Appears like this one came from Lexington.
Don't buy into their bullshit.
This is the area. This chopper is just south of the 49.
A large fry, yeah.
Truck stop. This one is en route.
Sure, I'll buy if you go get it and bring it to me, trooper.
So now we got 2.
Exactly, Storm.
This shooter
or just extract us so that the Antifa can change out into Trump uniforms. Like Trump supporters before they go out and start burning buildings.
I don't know about his arrest. If someone could. Fuck!
He said a nerdy word. I'm telling. He just said. Do you hear that? I'm telling. I don't know who I'm going to tell, but I don't know. He just said, boom! And he went circling. We got another loop-to-loop. Oh, he said Funyuns. Yeah, that's right. And what's sad is some of these brainwashed liberals will buy right into this. Oh, that's him. I seen a picture of him. I know that's him. You know that picture? Swear to God, that looks like 4,000 other white males in this country. Seriously. Look at the picture. Could be anybody. I mean, not Trooper. This guy's not like fat with big titties. But other than that, I mean, look at the picture. Looks like AI to me. They just designed it. But who knows? I'm probably wrong. Yeah, it's not official until we get a thong color, Cromwell. Yeah, Jared, that's because these idiots are jumping to conclusions. That's why, before they get the facts. Yeah, but if he'd have been in the military and he was injured overseas, the White House wouldn't have said a word. Not a word. Let me see, what happened to his, maybe that's why he said, fuck. Yeah, it's not doing nothing now. I don't know. I'm not looking at his chat. Oh, I heard that. It's going too fast for me. He's a real streamer. He's got 4,000 people watching him. I'm just a wannabe. My chat don't move that quick, so I don't know. I can't read that quick. I am not a speed reader. Wow. All before they even find the guy. See, that's your first clue. That's where the red flag comes up, is they identify somebody before they even find him in a mass shooting. What, did he, like, drop his driver's license on the ground or something? Seriously. Really? Even if he got caught on video inside the convenience store, it doesn't display his name and address on the video. It just shows a face at the register. Red flags. Just remember, don't buy into their brainwashed bullshit. You can slow what down? What do you mean I can slow what down? I'm not trying to slow nothing down. He's offline for some reason. But he's not even streaming and he's got 4,000 viewers. I'm starting to get jealous. Very jealous. Yeah, it's not even playing anymore. Look, I'm clicking on it. It's not even playing. No. But he's still showing he's live. What did you just send me, Eternal? Did you just send something, Eternal? Oh, okay, that's the high school shooting. It's all on scanners for Laurel County. Yeah, I know that, Alan. We've been listening to it. See, I don't know who that guy is. He's not showing live anymore on here. But it won't, I clicked on it, but it's not doing anything. He is paying his bills right now. What? Grassy knoll. Yeah, might well be. I don't get it. Here, let me get rid of that. And damn, bless me. Hold on just a minute. Oh, wrong one. What the hell? Son of a bitch. Damn. Okay. Oh, I'm back over here. That's why. How'd I get back over here? I lost my live feed. I'm not checking live feeds in Discord chat. I don't give a fuck about Discord chat. Discord chat. Like I'm gonna bring some Discord shit up. That's reliable. In other words, I don't know how to do that. Crime with Bobby. I don't know who that channel is. Yeah, he's offline. Damn. Well, son of a biscuit eater. Who's this guy? Oh, I don't want to go into some place that I don't see anything. That's why he said what he said. See all these people trying to be like Night Cop. Because they weren't doing this shit when I started streaming. They saw what I was doing and they're copying me, right? You guys agree, right? Copycatters. Let me see what that is.
and dangerous, considered armed and dangerous. His name is Joseph A. Couch. That is released by law enforcement. He is 5'10", around 5'10", 154 pounds, a 32-year-old white male. And you can see he is a person of interest in the shooting that occurred at the East 49, Kentucky 909 area.
And how do they know
Do
that?
not attempt to approach him. Contact law enforcement if you see him. And the scanner said there was on the scanner there was a report that he bought an.
Pamela! Thank you, darling, for subbing to my YouTube. There you go, sweetheart. Welcome aboard.
Sister-in-law, his sister-in-law said he had made statements to kill the family. So
I didn't. Oh, really? All you gotta do is lay on your stomach and close your eyes, and we'll play the Skittles
there
game.
is the helicopter they're searching. The other helicopter is still going south. So the other helicopter.
The address we have is 2216-2216 Old Whitley Road.
22. They're still talking about Old Whitley Road. Somebody at Old Whitley Road, 2216, said that they saw the shooter in their front yard. We heard that on the scanner. That's all the way down here. That's significantly further south. It's about 10 miles away from the shooting. So they might be checking that out right now. But that's down here. 2216 Old Whitley Road is, according to Google Maps, is down there. So again, maybe that's where the person is. Maybe somebody saw somebody who looked like the shooter but isn't actually the shooter.
Don't say that too fast.
You know,
I'm saying it. Skittles.
We have not heard any reliable reporting of two shooters. There's only been one person of interest photo released. I'm not saying there isn't more than one shooter. There could be, but right now we have information on one person.
He looks like your next door neighbor, Coach Philip Bodine at the high school. He looked like just about anybody except Trooper. You will what? I will woad. Yeah, just lay on your stomach, close your eyes, and let me do all the work.
There was also a report
Skittles
earlier
and
on
the
the
syrup.
scanner that
That's all
said
I
somebody
need.
said, it sounded like they were talking about the suspect, that somebody said the suspect had military
See you
experience
sooner or later,
and said
Officer
he was going
Pat.
to kill
Have a
several
great day.
people today.
Okay, Sean, thanks
So,
for coming
again,
in,
that's
buddy. I
unconfirmed,
really appreciate
but
it.
those are all things we've heard on the scanner. So where this did happen is up here. You can see the on either side of this exit, the highway is closed for, it looks like, several miles. That I-75 there just closed. And this happened around at exit 49, which is here. There was some reports suggesting that the shooter shot from an elevated area. I don't know if that's true. There are hills on either side of that freeway near that exit. And multiple severe injuries reported. We don't have an exact number of people hit.
Oh, you talking about this guy? I wasn't talking about the way
we'll
he
have to
looked.
wait
I
on
was
that, and
no.
They are just searching for this person. It is nighttime.
I was talking about the person of interest that they already have a photo of. I wasn't talking about this guy.
Yeah. Let me go back to the helicopter.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Did we lose the helicopter on the scanner? There's one here.
What do
that's a medical.
Storm, what do I need to do to go viral? See, I've been thinking if I just showed my thong and butterfly, I think I would go viral.
No, I don't know. That is a medical helicopter. And in terms of the Kentucky State Police helicopters, are those not on the scan? Are they not there anymore?
The 60-year-old, oh, absolutely.
Let's do this.
Of course, I think he could. I think him and
so it
Helen
looks
Keller
like
would hit it
That's
off.
a medical helicopter flying from the London area, but
What do you think? Him and Helen Keller? Oh yeah, they perfect match.
no longer on Flight Radar 24, because I'm not seeing them there at the moment.
Exactly, Storm, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, you know, some of our viewers think that the helicopters. Hold on. Maybe the
That's
helicopters
EMT.
turned off their tracking or whatever. I don't know.
Copy.
Hang on, I'm gonna check something else.
Yeah, I think they were gonna go with Android. It sounded like Android. They got tired of Pac-Man and went on to Android. My question is, why do they got all these red, big,
hang on a second, give me
these red emblems all over the interstate right there with the minus sign in the middle? That's going to interfere with traffic. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm sure,
yes,
Jared.
I can see. I have one of the helicopters. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment.
I know, Storm. I was just being a smart ass. You can look at him and tell he's a liberal. They've always got this mental disorder with their face. You can just tell.
There's the helicopter right there. That's the one that's searching in the area. So this helicopter has been searching on the south side of the freeway and over here.
Thank you, Jared. I do autographs on Thursdays, man.
Good.
I like JLR investigates.
If you missed it, here's a picture of the suspect. That's the suspect right there. Joseph.
Guys, I've got to say it again. Usually, we don't know who the suspect is when we have a shooter that hits the woods. We got to take him into custody to find out who the hell he is. Now, if they would have released this shit later on, you know, at 1 o'clock in the morning or tomorrow, it'd be a lot more believable. Okay, they did some investigating and they lifted his fingerprints off the counter and they ran them and they figured out who one of the shooters was. But this quickly, they got pictures and shit. Don't be brainwashed, ladies and gentlemen. This is all planned out by the deep state, the treasonous Democrats, liberals. Yeah, don't buy into their bullshit. Look how close it is to the election. I'm surprised we're not all dying of some kind of flu pox because we ain't got the vaccine yet. It's real close to it. Don't fret. They'll come out with something. They already have with monkeypox and yeah, but it's going to get a lot worse.
Out of the woods.
Yeah, they're making drawings too. Yeah. He's a poet and didn't know it. But again, Elton John has endorsed President Donald J. Trump. That's a plus.
Get them on that interstate detail.
People are eating this shit up. They're swallowing this lure hook, line, and sinker.
So
all
this
over YouTube.
Here,
oh, this is the guy
right there at Hazel Road. Oh, no, that's different.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's a different
him.
street.
Sure it is.
Scratch what I just said.
49. We don't know where this cat's at, but we've got to get this interstate open. They've checked
Hear that?
Clear, nothing right now. So if you don't get
southbound on I-75. 25 is going to be staying close.
Hear that?
Appreciate it.
I think they just said we don't know where this cat's at, but we got to get this interstate open.
Up by the power line.
Okay, I'm just going to say it. Instead of listening to this, here's the exact same thing. So we might as well just watch this. You know, I mean, it's the same garbage. But at least here we get visual effects. See, that's what they're talking right now. Garbage. This is more entertaining. I mean, how long is it going to take for that track to come off that tractor? That's the question of the day. I'm just saying. This is more entertaining. Hey, man, get that water bottle right there. It's got a gnat inside of it, right there to your left. Get it. Yeah. If we're going to listen to garbage, we might as well watch garbage, right? Yes. Dumbass. Yeah, no shit. I don't want to smell. Oh, shit. Okay, go to the big screen, dumbass. There we go.
Someone.
When's my next comedy tour? Here's my answer to that, Storm. You got 1.6 million comedians out of work, and you want me to be one. Eternal, I couldn't resist. Sorry, Trooper. I didn't mean to show your residence live on my stream, but, you know.
If we're gonna have enough,
I would suggest, Trooper, instead of throwing all that shit out your bedroom window, put it in the trash, man. You see what happens over a 6-month period? A tractor's got to come out and clean your mess up outside your window. That's some bullshit right there, Trooper. All those Hot Pocket packages and shit.
What was that? Bluegrass and something? Did she say shots? I couldn't catch that.
One, I'm out with White Equinox on Lily Road, tent tag 0589102. 0589102. Out with it.
Well, that is true,
Something
Storm.
in Ashwood?
Right, 30 forward. This caller advised that there was a shooter in the county, not necessarily on this property, so it might have been the confusion.
Oh, it's a little confusing. This helicopter is still flying around in the area. That is the exit 49 right now there, where people got shot. Multiple people. Again, this is who they are looking for. Person of interest, Joseph A. Couch, considered armed and dangerous, 32 years old, 5'10", around 154 pounds. Do not attempt to approach, say police. And on the scanner traffic, scanner reported he bought...
728 and 665. Oh, sorry, control from the 41 to 49. We got a couple minutes. We're going to clear from here and send that direction.
Are they showing a black and white photo? Did this guy not have access? No, that photo was taken in 1978. Color was hard to come by unless you had a Polaroid. And that doesn't look like a Polaroid to me. I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, 1045 within the last 10 minutes.
All right, something in Bluegrass. Hensley and Bluegrass?
That's
Is that
it.
what
Bluegrass
it was?
Turnpike. That's it.
Hensley
the Bluegrass
and
Turnpike.
Bluegrass. There it is. Hensley Road and Bluegrass Road. That's it. That's pretty close. That's pretty close.
Calm down, Cupcake. You're going to get excited.
Hensley Road and Bluegrass
Calm
Road
down.
right here. That is about,
Yes. He's getting way too excited for me. He's making me nervous.
5.5 miles from the shooting
He's
location.
thinking, the plan is working.
Hensley
People are
and
buying
Bluegrass,
this shit.
right here. There is Hensley and Bluegrass.
Good for you.
They've gotten reports of shots fired near Hensley and
You can use
Bluegrass.
Google
That's
Maps.
what it looks like
Excellent.
right there. You can see it on Google Maps. There's Hensley. There is Bluegrass.
Okay, good for you. He reads.
So they have gotten several reports recently of shots in this area.
34 units at 8 o'clock on Lily Road is not going to be the shooter.
Border control, no updates yet. Yeah, I don't see him either, Hojo. I didn't even see a gunman. They said shots have been fired in that area. I didn't see nobody. I'd like to know how they got the... How I can order the name of our road right in the middle of our street like they got it here. That's pretty cool, huh?
You can monitor
How they do that?
maybe start that direction.
A lot of spray paint.
Show me now.
See, where else can you be on a shooter manhunt and listen to a smartass all in the same stream except here?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why everybody's trying to be like me.
I-75 is reopened.
Oh, God, he scared the hell out of me. Why you gotta scream like that, man? Calm the fuck down. I-75, he just screamed it out.
6 or 7 gunshots.
Shook me up a little bit. Now I got a stomach ache in my head.
I-75 is reopened.
They,
Search
I don't
continues.
know,
Freeway is
Border.
open.
1 minute. This is how crazy this shit is, Border. Listen to me. 1 minute, there's 4 shooters. Then out of nowhere, they pulled out of their ass, talking about the deep state. There's 1 shooter with a black and white photo. Never mind that this is 2024 and we don't do black and white photos anymore. They found a black and white photo of this guy. Then it was before we found the black and white photo in a shoebox up in a closet somewhere of somebody's home. There was 4 shooters, and one of them was a big fat guy with a beard and no shirt. He's disappeared. I mean, they haven't even mentioned him anymore. There was 4 shooters. Now we've narrowed it down to the other 3 wasn't that big of a deal, so they're going after the one that they found the black and white photo in a shoebox somewhere, probably in the attic or a closet or whatever, and it looked good, so they're going to use it. Then it was 4 people are dead, 4 casualties. Then that turned into 4 people shot. Then it turned into 8 to 11 people shot. Then it's, we don't know how many's been shot. So, I give up. Okay, please don't ask me any more questions. I can't handle it. It's too much pressure for me. I don't have the answers. Hey, let's see what they're saying now. Dumbasses. Yeah, I heard that too. 8 to 11. 4 dead. Yeah, math is so hard.
Okay, so again, I'm looking at this.
And you give little Johnny 2
where's the
apples.
helicopter now?
Hey. Hey, Pee Wee Herman, don't interrupt me when I'm talking. Did you hear what he did? You've got 5 apples. You give little Johnny 2 apples. Little Johnny gives you a half an apple back. How many apples, how many full apples you got? Fuck, I don't know. I don't give a shit. Fuck little Johnny.
Area? Let me just play that again.
Here's the F-bomb, but seriously. Yeah, Mr. Bean, who's been on a diet for the last year.
Because Bluegrass is where they've been looking. Somebody on his porch with a gun. Hold on.
5
I want to play
confirmed
that again if I
victims.
have a second.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
It's changing every second. But yet, they have positively identified a man that they don't know who the shooter was. They don't have him in custody, but they have a picture of him. A black and white picture. Does anybody else find that really strange? It reminds me of 9/11. 20 minutes after a plane hit the towers, they were talking about Osama bin Laden. Even then, I was like, How the hell do they know that? That it just happened. I'm thinking that. Yes, I was a police officer during that time. And my detective mind started thinking, who the fuck is Osama bin Laden and how do they know that? Where does he live? No, Rapid Dog, a DMV photo is colored photos, not black and white photos, sir.
That's a 41 now.
Yeah, and then they came out with weapons of mass destruction in a country that wasn't even involved in the Twin Towers. First it was Afghanistan, then all of a sudden masses of weapons of mass destructions in Iraq. Like, why do we give a shit? Let's go after the ones that took down our towers. I never did put the two and two together there.
Houses or in people's houses? It's hard to make out some of these reports.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I've been saying. Oh, is he live again? Thank God. Let's get away from Tinkerbell here.
People are calling in with reports of shooting.
You mean the Democrats unleashed another shooter? Yeah, he's back. Thank you. Who said that? Yeah. Gamertron, thank you, man.
But
you keep on, I'm gonna make you my press secretary runner-up.
Where they had gotten reports of shootings
Because
over
Miss Bridge
here.
is my press secretary.
That's on the east side of the freeway.
But
not
keep
the,
it up.
Not the west side of the freeway.
And your name's gonna end up on that list. And it's a very short list. Miss Bridge is the only name on there for now. You see how cool I do this shit? See how cool? God, I'm so cool. In my own mind, I'm so cool.
And he was arrested before.
Yeah, let's have a cup of coffee. Hey, asbestos. Yeah.
I'm
Was
going to
your
look up his
trailer built
criminal
with
record right now
asbestos?
as we listen and find out what's going on here and available information.
Yeah, Cool Hand Pat.
I actually took it to StreamYard. I had
I think it'd
technical
be easier
problems
if
on
I
my
just
phone. My
changed my name
phone
to
is
Luke.
really bad.
It would be better.
The one I used.
Can you skip the ads, man? Is that so difficult? And guys, here is my buddy JLR. Investigate.
It's on
There's his
Bluegrass
channel. I'm
Road.
putting it in the chat. Go give him a sub, subscribe to his YouTube channel, and like his video right here. This is his content that I'm using. Please go over there and give him a like and subscribe
In
to
Laurel
his
County,
channel,
Kentucky,
please.
there's a
I watch this guy when I'm not streaming. He's not brand new to me. That's why I've got him on one of my stream
there's a
deck
Randy
buttons.
Joe couch, but I'm looking at Joseph A couch. So I'm going to try to find some multiple mug shots of him. Other
They're
ones
still looking, Jared.
that are out there.
What,
of
can they
him.
finish their search?
But this is still a fluid
before
situation.
you jump to hold on, Jared. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let them finish their search before you start jumping to conclusions that there's no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. They're not done. Stop.
Possibly served in the military.
Just trying to be fair. A Philly accent to me. What does a Philly accent sound like? Do they say quarter? And a cup of coffee? Is that it? The fuck is a cup of coffee? Oof.
Cars at 55 Apple Valley Lane, Kinsley Road at Roberts. Just left my residence. He's on Kinsley. He's about where it is.
Yeah, so we're 2 Williamsburg Petty units just went up that road. We're getting out 71 now.
So it's kind of like the scanner kind of went quiet since it got dark.
18 are getting down there where the last shots were fired at.
So they said there were some shots fired earlier.
Who's this guy? I thought this was this is JLR investigation.
All right, so I'm gonna open up another computer here.
Mine is
try to
color.
see what's going on here. So this is the Kentucky State Police, and as you see, they're zigzagged all over this place in the general area. In the left corner there, that's the area where the 49er truck stop is, where the shooting occurred. At one point, there was 2 choppers, but I only see 1 chopper in the general area now.
I'm 97 on your wall, Lake Road North. Further peak information, so you can ask the 1700 feet. I will test the officer that got that ping and let you know. It may take me just a minute to get that information. Though, as of right now, that's all we have. Yeah, just let us know, and hand off that Sergeant Jason City will be in the other helicopter handling officer. I just got on the post. We got no further on pings at the moment. That appreciate it.
So what we have here is a different we have Kentucky State Police. They've been zigzagging over 75 and
oh, there he is. Okay, he's behind me. That's why.
Like
okay, let me get over here so you can see me. He's over on the left. No, actually,
909 area.
What we have here.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
How did you know I was following liberal hive mind, Hojo? How do you know that? Did it show up on the coal miner's daughter thing? But yeah, I definitely follow that dude. I like his voice. He's just too cool. On 8th of February for terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree.
So it just seems like
and
it
now
just
the
keeps
new
circling
mugshot
back.
that has been found is doing the rounds. At least they learned what color
But
is
the
on
information
this
is,
one.
I mean, there's still
Yeah.
lack of information other than,
okay.
you know, just what we kind of know. 4 to 6 people shot. I do not believe fatalities. Joseph A. Couch, he's 32 years old. He was previously arrested for 3rd-degree terroristic threats on February 8th of this year and driving in DUI in 2020. He remains at large. So he does have a terroristic threat charge that I'm reading on, and I've been looking on different screens here. Scanner's kind of quiet, but it was lit earlier as it was getting dark, but it's quiet at this point.
Here, I want to show you guys something real quick. Since he was talking about my liberal hive mind, you want to talk about one of my favorite channels I watch is The Darkest Secret, because I like her voice. That's why I watch it. And it's some cool shit. So there's the link if you want to go over, and I'll sit up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning watching video after video. So you go here, watch. I guarantee you there's not too many videos I haven't watched. Oh, why am I trying to click it on that screen? And you see all the red? See the bar? That means I've watched it. This one here, I don't know why the bar's not over there. I've seen that one. But I've watched all these. It's a great channel. Now, there's some I haven't seen. I haven't went back far enough. But great, great channel. It's all about the paranormal and shit. But I really like... her name is Leonore Clay. And this is The Darkest Secret. She sounds a lot better than I did. But anyway, there's you a channel if you want some good shit to watch. I like it. Anyway, enough of the Brady Bunch shit, okay? Let's just get back to business. Come on.
They have reopened the interstate. But there's only that one black and white photo of him that seems to be out at this time. And another mugshot of him. But when he has a mugshot, he has
my
kind of
press
like
secretary
a
sending me
he
something
definitely
else.
looks different than the picture of him. And just the black and white photo that is.
Hey, we got a colored photo.
Let's see.
Holy shit! Finally, a colored photo. That's what he looks like in color.
This report right here.
I thought when I saw that photo, I was like, I can't wait to see him on Gunsmoke.
Right here and see what they say.
And the rifleman.
Breaking into your usual programming with more breaking news, we are continuing to follow an active shooter situation in Laurel County. The sheriff's office confirms several people were shot. We don't know exactly how many. We also don't know if anyone has died.
Are you copying
Scotty
me
Pennington with
live
KSP Postal
covering
11
this?
confirms that suspect has not
Yeah, I
been
wasn't
caught. We
trying
want
to
to
copy
take
you,
you
Mind
live
of
to that
Z,
scene right now with our
but
reporter Maggie Rickaby. Maggie, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you learning there now?
There is that.
So right now I am standing in the middle of I-75 going south. Right now there are cars that have been stuck in traffic for quite some time due to this blockage that are getting off at exit 59. I myself was stuck in the traffic for quite a while and spoke to a lot of people who weren't quite sure what is going on. So it is a lot of traffic. It's bumper to bumper. It finally is starting to move some, but we were sitting there for a very long time. And as you can see, there's plenty of cars that are here. There's fire trucks behind me, as well as police and a lot of other EMS vehicles that have been coming through. And yeah, as you can see, we are just backed up right here. No one is allowed past exit 59 besides emergency vehicles. So we're not quite sure what's going on past that marker. But what we can see right here is really just that traffic being diverted.
Okay, guys. I don't know if I could take any more of this shit. Let's go over here to the blue zone. Guys, please listen to me. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. I'm just saying don't buy into the media's bullshit, okay? Don't buy into it. Do your own research. If it doesn't sound right, it's probably not right. Because this whole thing that we've watched tonight sounds so deep state. Treasonous liberals setting this shooting up to go after gun control again. So, I could be wrong. I haven't done any research on it. I'm talking out of my ass. But I'm not going to be brainwashed. I'm not just going to believe it because they said it. Because none of it sounds right. And if it doesn't sound right, it's usually not right. So, now reporting 5 injured, can't make this shit up. Yeah, they keep changing the shit. They don't know. But guys, you'll never believe this shit. On Kick tonight, I've got, I had 28 people earlier. Now I've only got 15. Okay, never mind. Now I got 17. Let's see if we can rate anybody on Kick. No, can't rate anybody. Okay. Cryo. Hey, Cryo, that emote is for females only to send to me. That's them saying they want to apply a light to medium spanking. Just saying. But anyway, guys, without all the mutual bullshit, I mean, seriously, like, this is definitely turned into a Jerry Springer show. Words every sentence. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, I will be back on Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time unless something major goes live. If we have a mass shooting or something, I'll go live with it. I do not like going live with these LAPD car chases, these 1080s at the LAPD, because they don't know how to do their job, and it drives me nuts. I just can't stand here again and watch an hour's worth of a dumbass social worker with a badge following behind a felon. So that's why I don't go live with the police chases anymore. If it's in another state, I'll go live with it. If there's a mass shooting, I'll go live with it. If we get like a doorbell camera of Trooper eating some Wendy's and getting a blizzard from Dairy Queen or something, I'll go live with it. Other than that, I ain't gonna do it. But I'll be back on Monday night at 6 p.m. EST. Guys, I hope you join me. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And I'm gonna keep up with this story. You guys do the same. Help me out here. Let me know, okay? You guys have a good evening, and thank you for hanging out with me. And don't forget to get a membership on my YouTube, and if you're not a sub on my YouTube, sub to my YouTube, please, and follow me on Kick. Do I have my Kick channel? Here, let me put my Kick in there. Where's my Kick? Right there. There's my Kick. Thanks for the stream. Hojo, thanks for showing up, man. Follow me over on Kick if you're not following me. I'd really appreciate it. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.